ages. Yep, I'm talking about you, screen people. It's time for some more Shipwrecked 64. Hope y'all doing good. Um, I'm doing pretty good. Took a nice shower before stream started. But yeah, I guess we're gonna take this time to discuss possible future content for the channel. Um, I'm gonna try to save some money, and I kind of want to do a thing. And listen to me with this. I want to like do a top down like miniature painting for 40K. That'd be pretty cool. I think I'm gonna make like YouTube videos. I'm gonna be honest, because it's a lot easier to do YouTube video than on like live streams. But that would take a lot of effort and it'd be a lot of time. It'd be fun though. It would be fun, and I could discuss some cool like lore bits too. So it wouldn't be like just me painting it. It would be like me voicing over it as well. Um, but yeah. Let me grab my charger real quick. Ugh, coming back. But yeah, no, I have no idea what I'm doing with Shipwrecked. I just know that there's more that we didn't get to. There's a couple of things we actually didn't get to last time, and that was pretty upsetting. Not upsetting. Weird choice of word. More like, uh, yeah. Go team. You know what I mean? But yeah. Um, we'll watch some stuff until people get here. No, what the fuck? That's not fair. That's the same exact fucking link. Don't send me the fucking Mortgage 101. Oh my god. Um. Oh, let's see. Let's see the world of. See, but like that's not what I'm trying to do though. I want to see. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So what I'm thinking. Oh my god, that was a terrible voice crack. Anyways, um, what I was thinking was doing this, right? Doing like the painting bit, but having the lore over it and like fun facts, and maybe like an important battle or something therein, like something cool and interesting to talk about while I'm painting it. and then once it's done, maybe like include the entire set or what I have done, and then maybe like throw in like a couple of like recorded battles as well, or like live streamed battles. I don't know. That's something I want to do in the future for sure. I just need more money because it is a very expensive hobby. But yeah, what else? Wait. Oh, okay. Okay. So cookies. Who cares? Have they done Yeah, yeah. I really want to get some of these. These are really cool, bro. Like I've always thought that the Emperor's Children were probably some of the coolest models you could get. Maybe not like the most. No, they're pretty fucking cool. Um, and if I was gonna start, I'm probably gonna start with a loyalist chapter and then do a chaos, and it's probably be this if there's any in stock. How much are they pre-ordering for? How much are they pre-ordering for? Oh, oh, oh! But they are pretty cool. Look at that. Pretty dope. But of course, they have to make it like $5 bajillion. Like, where am I supposed to come up with $230? Like, seriously, it is the epitome of the worst type of feeling. I, also a little thing. I love these masks. I don't know why. They just work. And just look how cool they look. And yeah, since I definitely like them. I think they are probably one of the most unique. Actually, they are the most unique Trader Legion, for sure. Uh, okay, actually, what was Age of Sigmar? I'm gonna be honest. I haven't looked at anything past like these two. But yeah, I'm just trying to like pad time. There's nothing. There's like literally nothing to do until people show up. Um, oh, what? How much time? Oh, we haven't been past 6 or 8 minutes. Ah, this is boring. We'll just get started. But yeah, that's just something in the future I want to do. Yeah, it's time. that pitch is so loud. I was gonna buy Dawn of War. I still might. It's a strategy game, Warhammer one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. See, I just had to do it. I just had to do, you know, cab. Okay, the first thing we didn't do is we didn't get the bunny guy in the first version. So I think that might be where we go next, is to the first version. And do that, go through that. And then we can move on.
Hey, everyone! I need your help.
Step into the 3D realm with Bucky and his friends. Explore a vast open island and hopefully bring your friends back to safety.
So what do you say, buddy? Let's go rescue the gang.
Yeah, let's enjoy the game. But yeah, one thing I will say is that I have no idea which one I'm gonna do first. I might just pick the Ultramarines, or we can make a whole stream out of that. Actually, we can just go through and look at shit. I don't know. And obviously, I'm still wanting to get the camera up and going, so I have a camera. So, we need to do everything this time. Because this is Town Hall, right? Oh. Okay, so... Okay, did I miss anything here then? I don't know. I know it goes deeper, right? Okay, did I miss something there? And it was like, okay. I'm like trying to find like a good little hint to get us started. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go to 1997. Screw. Yeah, screw trying to do anything with this one.
Hey, everyone! I need your help. what do you say, buddy? Let's go rescue the gang.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna try to figure out if we found everything. So this is gonna be a very short stream. Hello. Welcome to Hell. Okay. So. Yay! We're here. Yippee! I feel so excited. Not really. Okay. 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 Yeah. Wait. Fuck. Which one is it? This one? I think it's this one. There it goes. Yep. Okay. Okay, I remember this part. I do remember this part. So I wonder if I need to go further. Or if that was just how it was. Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot. I need to just put this on. Did I say time will over? Yep. Okay, yeah, I was right. Okay. So now, I think last time we kind of did the bad way, where we didn't do everything and we just failed them. Okay. Now it's time. Now you failed 3 times. Okay.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
You showed up at the door again. I don't know what to do. There's something about us and there's it felt wrong.
Damn, that was loud. My God, it's jumping.
You showed up at the door again. I don't know what to do.
Hi there. That time I actually got a full, like, side face. Okay. I didn't pick any of that up. Fuck. That's probably a fuck up on my part.
Hey, watch it!
Okay. We'll use this part. And we could leave. Okay. Okay. Now you go get Walter's minigun. I'm pretty sure time no longer flows, so we are in the clear for that. Okay. Oh yeah. Big fish hook couldn't get me. Okay, maybe if I do that, it'll start. Okay. Oh, hey there. Well, lucky for you. You have these you're a ghost. That's a little embarrassing. How can you hook me behind there? That's bull. That's actually not how that works. Oh, wait, it does. Oh, I see what it's doing. That's creepy. I don't like that. That fucks me up a little bit. I don't like it when they do that, where it's like, oh, by the way, you've changed all the controls. Okay. He's gone. Now what? Giovanni's minigame. This one was pretty violent. I remember that. So, anyone watching, buckle up. It's gonna get worse. Okay. So you do. Okay, so I think I need to do this first, and then. Come on, blow up already. Damn. He does not like me. Okay, this is where it gets bad. Yep. Fuck. Fuck. Why you need to be here? That's kind of rude, don't you think? And I think I also failed already, so this is gonna be another run through. Okay. So let's go through here. Okay. This is a little unsettling, no? I don't like this at all. Oh, I don't think I can show those. Okay, so green. Oh wait. Okay, this is important for something. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm gonna have to take pictures of these. I don't think the other room had these, right? No. They did not. Unless these are what they're meant to be. Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. But it says something about numbers, so I'm guessing I need to go to my notes here. No. So green is 9. That kind of looks like an 8. So, nope, that's blue is 3. Red is 8. Okay. I think that's what we need. So 8339. Okay. Okay, so is this just... Yeah, kind of guessed. Okay, we're here at a weird section.
Not a mix of real life and animation.
Yeah.
Rex would produce more films of the same nature, until eventually he was approached by a company who offered him the deal of a lifetime. Little did he know, this deal led to him selling off his character, as he was so quick to sign on, he didn't read very heavily into what he was signing into. To remedy this, he began to work on a replacement, and that was when Bucky Beaver and Squirrels were born. The popularity of Bucky
Yeah.
not only went on to exceed Blonde, but Bucky went on to be one of the most recognizable cartoon characters in the late 60s, as his popularity only continued to climb throughout the 1990s. Somewhere in the
Okay.
1980s, however, Bucky unfortunately had passed away due to unknown circumstances. Bucky, was more alive than ever, and as more characters joined the roster, like the bubbly Olive Otter, to the cowardly Walter Rogers, and the snappy Giovanni Goose, Bucky
Damn,
and the
that's...
Broadway Animation Company as a whole only became a bigger household name. Studio Grounds was a theme park that was named in honor of Rex. As a kid, he always enjoyed theme parks. There was a merry-go-round at a local fair he would ride many
Oh, I
times
don't
over.
like that.
The idea of Studio Grounds originally came into conception after a park known as Wildflower Beach was created. This was the predecessor to Studio Grounds, and while it brought in great success and happy memories to many children and adults around the world, the travel to an island through a cruise ship was enough to turn away many potential visitors.
Okay, Rex is the main guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, behind this gate lies what could be the start of a bright new tomorrow. I could never bring myself to cut the ribbon on my own. For that, I'll need help
Okay.
from very special. Okay, everyone,
This is
put your hands
very
together.
creepy.
Make some noise for the one, the only.
Oh.
Long ago, before many of us were born, a man named
Oh.
Rex was
Ah,
born into the
this
world.
is not
Born
fun.
into a family that was relatively
This is
poor,
scary.
he
I don't
always
fucking
strived
like
to
this.
create. It was always his dream to become an artist. But up until the 1940s, his cartoons, both animated
Alright. Gotta walk back. You can open the menu and hit respawn. And we'll be on our merry way. The pool. Okay, this was a code of some kind. Alright. Time to figure out what this is. Four 925. Just to confirm. Oh, 4923. Okay, so 4923. Oh, or let's try this again. We'll see how they go. Three, 4, 9, 2. Okay, so I think it's 3492 or 4923. Can you please listen to me? My friends are in danger, and you think now's a good time to go explore this dump? He doesn't want me in here. He does not want me to go in here. Hit the respawn button. Use your damn head, idiot. Okay. I'm gonna go with the one that would be really cool. So 3, 4. Okay, fine. 4, 9, 2, 3. Hey Bucky, what are you doing here? You've got friends to save. Go do that. Oh? Oh! Okay, Cogsworth game was originally an idea by the three friends out of Silicon Valley had one night. Founded by Connery Thomas, Elizabeth Baker, and Harry Waters, they were a collective of fans of the new and thriving world of gaming, and we put innovation to the forefront. With our first ever demo of the game, Blundercover, being a hit with crowds at local conventions in 1995, and a thriving partnership with Broadside Animation Company, leading to the creation of the magnificent Shipwrecked. We won't hold back on getting our hands dirty with game development. After all, that's where the name comes from. Every cog in a machine has to be working together to create a meaningful result. We here at Cogware are in it for the players and for moving forward. We've dabbled very heavily in the three-dimensional graphics, working with top-of-the-industry professionals to create a world with depth, color, and light. Okay, God, this is so much. But I can click this.
Hey, everyone! I need your help.
This is
Step into the 3D realm with Bucky and his friends. Explore a vast open island and hopefully bring your friends back to safety.
So what do you say, buddy. Let's go rescue the gang.
Okay, so what I am assuming here. Okay. I see, I see. So, Cogware, I don't think is the bad people here. I think it's, where is it? Broadside Animation being the bad people. Because so far we've seen that the actual costume kill people, which would have been done by the animation company, no? Or do you think they're in on it? I don't know, chap. Let's see. But yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a note from Cogware. Whoa there. This room is designated to staff only. Feel free to hit respawn. Connor, Cogware Games. So for Cogware, if you really want to go down there, well then feel free. Just be warned. Warned of what? Alright. 3, 2, 1, we're opening it. Fuck. Alright. We're going through there. This is making sense. I want to go back to the island. I want to go back home. This is not why you're playing. Is that not why you're playing? Look, we can do this, but whatever happens, that's on you. Am I clear? Good. Abel says, pictures jitty.
It hit her before she even knew it was coming. It started with loud screaming, reduced over time to mere croaks. Any will to swim away slowly drained away as she sunk down further into the water, polluting its natural color. The rodent stood a few feet away, watching the effects.
What the fuck? Alright.
When she stopped struggling,
Look me in the eye and believe they're lying. Okay. I really don't want to follow. No, usually when there's blood red drawings everywhere, you kind of know that it's probably a bad idea to follow. It's gonna be like right around the corner. Okay. A Helping Nub by Stumbler and Wolf. About the authors. Stumbler O'Hare. He's a rabbit and an artist. Growing up, he was a massive fan of arts of many forms. In the process, he began to experiment with art on his very own. He took up painting as his favorite form for artwork. He painted lots of artwork, some of which would even be hung up with in the Nola Terra Theater. One day, however, Nebula was hit with a life-changing event, which left him without arms. A rabid wolf attacked him, and while he did get away, he had to live life without hands at all. However, he's still an amazing artist at heart. Somebody will be responsible for the paintings in this guide. Okay, make sure there's not like a point here where I can click. Chief Wolf. Chief Wolf has dedicated his entire life to helping his fellow wolves who live on Nola Terra. Much like himself, he lives in the outskirts. Typically, is found guarding the islands, keeping away from harm. He is responsible for the capture of Bucky, Walter, Olive, and Giovanni. He wants nothing more than to help his fellow citizens. Wolf will be responsible for all of the writing and research portrayed in this document. Where am I? Layer 3 is where you are right now. You might... Oh, okay. So we're on layer 3. As you know, the island is split into layers. For instance, layer 1 is the island outskirts and any attached mission. Layer 2 consists of the pool, a diner, and a waterway. And now you're in layer 3 at the Land of Darkness. It's okay though. If you can properly prepare, you should be equipped with could either venture further or keep yourself safe. To open the gate and move to the next zone, locate the computer in charge. Use 303 once it's open. Find the gate and turn it on. Candle is most important in layer 3. You're completely in the dark, but that's okay, because your candle will light the way once you pick it up. You will have it for the rest of your time here. It will light the surrounding areas, keeping you aware enough of where you're going. Just know, however, you leave these areas, you no longer have the candle, you won't lose it. It will come back to the next visit. If you don't need it, you won't have it. Okay. Computers are a very prevalent thing to come across in layer 3. Silver Tech has graciously provided us with these computers, which we have stocked all around the place as a good way to share information with newcomers like yourself. If you're reading this, either a friend has shared you a link to this, or you have found it through the Silvertech Prime computer. Press the bigger button when in front of the computer. You'll be able to learn brand new things about layer 3. Okay, golden computers, however, will be activated with a timer. Once they are, you'll need to find each of them and turn them on before the timer hits 0. I'll try to leave a map to to locate these computers. Okay. Dwellers. Dwellers, also known as starlings, are creatures that live in darkness. On the faces of Bucky's own friends, they will wander the dark. You have a stone in their path. Working with Walter, Giovanni, or Olive Bread. They stalk the dark and will eventually make their presence known. Do not rely on... Oh, wow, Giovanni. Okay. Okay, I need to put that in my notes. 7418. Okay. Lovely.
souls into it, but is that even enough? His standards must be set astronomically high. Plus, after the thing I found, I just gotta be honest.
I feel so much less safe around that man.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, so weird, dude. Wow, crack a window, stinky.
Romeo, stand by.
Okay.
Golf, Romeo, stand by. Lima, X-ray, Bravo, Charlie, Golf, Romeo,
What?
stand by. Lima, X-ray, Bravo.
Fucking hate that, dude. What the fuck? Okay,
Romeo, stand by. Lima, X-ray, Bravo, Charlie, Golf, Romeo, stand by. Lima,
wait, did the fucking thing play again? I don't know what this means, like, at all. I have no idea what this means. Should I get what's the okay? Brave scratch. Oh wow, no. Okay. This is a lot more work than I'm willing to do at this point. Alright. Well, luckily for me, I have a secret. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, fuck, I'm lost. Never mind. Okay, so red, blue, green. Okay, so red. Okay. It's red, blue. Okay, so red, blue. Red again. And then green. So that is what? 8, 3, 8, 9. So 8, 3, 8, 9. Okay, what did that do? Oh, okay. Okay. What? Dude, this is freaking me out. Where the fuck? Like, it's saying there's supposed to be like an open gate after I did that, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. Is this it? Oh, this was definitely it. Okay. Okay. Now it's time for more strategic planning, you know, things of that nature. Okay. I think. Okay, so I did do that already. I clicked both of these. And then I got the Mount Pinatubo. So I've activated one of 3 computers. Okay. So the hint on the guide said that it had something to do with the name. So Mount Pinatubo, and we look it up. Last eruption, June 15, 1991. I'm guessing that we were looking for this right here. I mean, I don't know though. One 991. So there's only one place I've seen that needs a code. So we're gonna go over there. Okay. Now time to reassess things. Okay, so I'm guessing you're gonna have to explore both. Wait, okay, so it's only one. Okay.
Okay, as of today, the beach, park, and hull are all complete. Even got all of it here. Just need to set up her teleport once we have the mini games completed. Oh, it's March, by the way, 96. Sorry, I'm just kind of excited. Why am I sorry today? Today's a good day. Anyways, everything is going smoothly, I think. Liz needs to get back to me with Walter's Mall, plus his head texture, but it's smooth sailing, I guess you could say. I think I've patched the noble bugs, too. Even the one Harry found in the hole, where you get soft locked behind the bed. How did he even do that? I'm planning to talk to Mark later. I can't wait to show him the progress. I think it's gonna go great.
This is so confusing.
We'll have to see, though. That's all. Signing off for tonight.
So I need to go back to the first place, which was not back here, not back there. Right here, correct? Okay, oh. There it is. Okay. All right. I'm trying my best here, okay?
The stakes are too high for you to stay home.
Yeah, no thank you.
Alright. Today is August 12th, 1996. We've been given the go-ahead to get back to work on the project.
Oh, that's nice.
It's been rocky, but we're all getting back into it. Harry's been at his workstation all day, playing through, well, he's been stuck on Olive's level, the coconut one. Apparently, there's been an issue with the chests spawning in. They just appear a
Did I
random,
just say
which is
shift
already
plus
bad.
tab?
But then they soon vanish when you get too close. I'm really just not sure. It's very confusing. I'll figure it out soon, though.
Is that saying
I'm
shift
sure.
plus tab right there?
And Liz has been busy as always. She's trying to catch up on the game's artwork. We finally got a finalized design for the wolf guy, mostly changing his proportions, so we can share his animations with other characters if we need to. But yeah, she's killing it, as usual. And on my end, not too much. I'm just chipping away on a little debug map right now, calling it just the Plaza for now, until we can think of a cooler name for it. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm gonna keep recording these. They're very fun, for sure. Alright, see ya.
It looks like it's saying shift plus tab. Apparently, it's in the... What? Oh, in 2020. Oh. 4742. That's what it wanted me to do with the shift tab. Well, opposite of the hallway. Cause So, I'm guessing this is in that language then. Oh, no. Okay, that's dumb. I have to re-listen to this. Cause EFG9. Okay. Yeah, I would never. I have no idea how you're supposed to find these things, but lucky for us, we found a way. It's 9449. Okay. Wait, what? Oh. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We are moving. Okay, this is weird. This is just getting really weird. Oh, the guide ends. Yeah, the guide ends. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it, we're gonna do something else. I could not be more bored. We'll come back to it after we watch some videos. Because, quite frankly, I want to watch some videos. A little bit of a twist up here. For like a couple of minutes. Oh, like a half hour or something. I don't know. Okay. scary comp of 2023 was. How does that sound? How does that sound, chap? Yeah, we can do that. We can do scary videos. Shout out to Bizarre Bub for the content.
On March 6th of 2023, a Reddit user had taken a photo of his kitchen late at night. The Reddit user claims that over the last couple of years, he's been hearing mysterious noises coming from his apartment. For the longest time, he's been trying to figure out the source of these noises. But then one night, while being in his living room, he takes a photo of his kitchen and captures this. It was only after enhancing the photo that he was able to see what looks to be a tall figure standing in his kitchen. He believes that whoever this is the person responsible for the strange noises he would hear at night. But it only gets creepier because only a few days later, the Reddit user had posted a video of another strange occurrence. He left his camera recording overnight where the figure was spotted and captured this.
What the fuck? There's nothing. Dude, okay, yeah. Yeah. Oh, uh-oh. Ghost. Ghost.
If you look closely, you can see what looks to be a figure moving in the dark. But it's only after brightening the footage that the video becomes even more scary. This mysterious figure might just be the same person or thing caught in the previous photo. Now it could be that a squatter is hiding inside his apartment, but then again, some viewers think that this supposed person is actually something supernatural. There haven't been any further updates on this story, but until then, you be the judge on what was captured. It's late at night when the following happens. The person recording is alone at home when all of a sudden, something bone-chilling is caught on camera. Now the person in question is known as Caitlin, and it was 2 years ago that she was involved in a terrible accident. On August 8th of 2020, Caitlin jumped off a rope swing at a very high altitude, causing her to break her neck after landing on a pile of rocks. This injury was so severe that she had to stay home for more than a few weeks until she recovered.
Wow.
But during her stay at home, Caitlin would encounter...
That's actual bullshit, by the way. If you land on your neck like that, wouldn't you be in the hospital for like a couple months before they let you out? Like, what the fuck?
Encounters something that still haunts her to this day. No one else is home when this is captured.
Oh, someone's breaking in. Run out of the house. Why the fuck would you lock? Dude, okay, come on. This is the worst survivor ever. Get out of bed, you dumbass! Holy shit. Do you just not want to live? Is that it? You just have that little self-respect for yourself? Get up. Grab like a baseball bat or something. You, why would you want to buy an nefarious under an Alpha Legion miniature. That's just so. Ugh.
Somehow, the two doors open on their own, seemingly at the same time. Feeling beyond spooked, Caitlin sits on her bed, paralyzed with fear. But this wouldn't be the last of it, as only a few days later, this happens.
The ghost really just wants to fuck with them. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, there's nothing here.
Just like before, the same door closes on its own, leading viewers to believe that the room itself is haunted. Since then, Caitlin hasn't talked about this or the previous incident. Given how frightened she seemed in both encounters, it might be best to forget about them. After all, this terrifying encounter still haunts her to this day.
And put it on YouTube.
This next video was recorded by a security camera inside an apartment complex. Not much is known about this video, except that it came from this residential building where the little girl and her family reside. The video starts off with footage of the young girl playing by a staircase. Below the stairs is what appears to be a small room. The little girl can be seen staring at something inside the room, but nothing noticeable can be seen on footage. Or at least, that's what the child's parents initially thought. It was only after watching this video multiple times that the parents were left horrified. Something was actually captured inside this room. Take a look.
Oh. Ads. It's ads. Yeah, I'm unethically viewing this. Oh God. I would say Twitter would have my balls for it, but quite frankly, I think Twitter would call me a slur instead.
It now becomes clear as to why the little girl seemed hesitant to go inside. A disembodied hand can be seen beckoning to the girl. It almost seems to come out of nowhere before disappearing into thin air. Even the cat who later joins the girl seems unsure about going inside. Whatever this might have been was concerning enough to make them reluctant about entering the space. This mysterious footage, like most videos, has yet to be solved. But until then, you be the judge on what was captured inside this room. There's a place in Mexico that used to be known as the Disneyland of Latin America. Reino Mágico was a small theme park that opened in 1988 and closed only a few years later after multiple fatal accidents took place inside the park. It's unknown if the park had shut down for this reason, but some believe that the park had closed its doors for the simple fact that many visitors reported paranormal experiences while being there. This isn't surprising to some people, as the park was built on a cemetery. Urban explorers are certainly creeped out by this fact, but they're even more creeped out by the statues that were left behind. Rumor has it that the statue of Snow White is haunted. Nightly visitors have reported seeing the statue in a spot that was not the same as where it was originally seen. It's as though it moved on its own. One night, a group of friends visit the abandoned theme park when something very strange is captured on camera. Take a look.
Ah, bueno, tú tienes tu luz, ¿sí?
Güey, ese es el velador de...
Es el velador, ¿no? Ah, velador. ¡Ey! ¡Velador!
Aguanta, espérate, ey. Shh, no te muevas. No mames, no te muevas ahí. Güey.
¿Velador?
Ese no es el velador, güey.
Güey, no es el velador.
No.
¿Qué tal que era el velador?
No, aguanta, deja que mi cámara enfoque bien, deja que mi cámara enfoque bien. Deja que mi cámara enfoque bien, güey, eso no es el velador.
Oh,
No digas perras mamadas, güey. No digas perras mamadas, güey. Perdón. Güey, ¿fue aquí? No digas mamadas, güey. Miren. No digas mamadas, güey. No, güey, no mames.
¿Qué fue eso, güey?
No sé.
No mames,
¿Crees que haya sido ella?
güey, nos estamos metiendo más adentro del reino mágico. Banda, comparte.
No mames, güey, no mames.
Feeling beyond spooked, the group sees what looks to be another person inside the park. But as they look closely, they see that whoever this is appears to be wearing a dress. They continue to watch and notice that how they walk is a bit strange. Fast forward to the group seeing the statue of Snow White, and it's at this point that they realize the color of its dress is the same as the one worn by the person they saw. Could it be that the so-called person was actually the statue moving on its own? The group seems to believe this, but of course, it isn't certain if that's the case. Had the group actually seen the statue moving on its own, or was this something else? Feel free to let me know your thoughts on this one. On May 24th of 2023, at around 10 p.m., a baby monitor captures something pretty spooky on camera. This video was posted by Marquette Jean, who's concerned for the safety of her daughter, as something very strange was captured inside her child's bedroom. The video begins with her daughter, who appears to be staring blankly at the window that's behind the camera. It's unknown as to what exactly it is that she's seeing, but whatever it might be, it seems to have her full attention. She continues to stare at this window when suddenly the camera picks up movement from inside the room. But as we can see in the footage, nothing is moving. Now the family used to have a cat, and the camera would often pick up the cat's movement, but no cat is seen here as their cat had passed away in August of last year. However, as Marquette watches the baby monitor, this happens.
Is there a cat in here? Is there a cat in here? No. Oh, sorry. Love you, Nana. Are you okay? What's wrong? No, it's okay. I was just checking on you. Good night. I love you.
Scary.
Huh?
Scary.
You're scary?
Huh?
Why?
It's a monster. It's really scary.
There's no monster in the window. I'll look. See? I'll look.
Upon seeing a strange cat-like figure on the baby monitor, Marquette bolts into the room and asks if a cat is in there. Confused as to what her mother had seen, Marquette's daughter replies no, but says that she's scared. According to her, there's a monster at the window.
Yo. How you like the video so far? I don't know what else to say.
There's no monster in the window. I'll look. See? I'll look.
Marquette checks the window and finds nothing there. Although creeped out by her daughter's response, she's more unsettled by the supposed apparition caught on camera. The family believes this may have been the spirit of the cat that they once had, but later passed away due to cancer. Whether ghost or not, Marquette and her daughter are shaken up by this footage. Like all videos, the question is begged, just what exactly had occurred that night? On October 25th of 2022, a paramedic posted a video of something freaky that occurred during his lunch break. The video is pretty short, so not much happens, but it's a certain detail caught in this footage that makes it quite disturbing. The video begins with the paramedic filming inside a hospital where a couple of surgeons are getting ready to transfer a very sick patient to a different wing. The paramedic walks out of the hospital to record them coming through. It isn't until later that the doctors arrive with the sick patient, who according to them passed away only hours later. The paramedic then stops recording. Now, it was only after finishing work that the paramedic had watched this video and noticed something strange about it. Looking back at the footage, they noticed that during the time they were waiting outside for the doctors to arrive, something unusual was caught in the background. Take a look. If you look closely at the hallway inside the hospital, a dark, shadow-like figure can be seen standing at the end of the hall. It's there for just a few seconds before suddenly disappearing from sight. The paramedic has no idea as to who or even what this might have been, but judging by its appearance, viewers believe that an entity of some sort was seen. They further add that this entity might have been death itself, considering that the patient in this video passed away that same day. Yet it's still not sure as to what was captured. But one thing that's certain is that whoever or whatever this was didn't seem to belong in this hospital. It remains unknown as to who or what was caught on camera. It's late at night when a group of friends decide to visit their school to do something that they would later come to regret.
Massively.
Rumor has it that the school they attend is haunted. According to some students, if you knock on the door of the nurse's office, which is located at the back of the school, someone or something would knock back. Not sure if the rumors were true, and feeling adventurous, a girl named Devi and her friend set out to explore the back of their school and knock on the nurse's door. But what they capture sends them running in a panic frenzy. This is what they caught.
Go! Just knock on it, knock. No, go. Knock harder. Let him know. Let him.
Out of nowhere, a blood-curdling scream is caught on camera, sending the girls running in full terror. They have no idea where the guttural screams came from, but one could only guess the source of the screech. Viewers believe that it came from either inside the school or near it, which only helps to prove the rumors as true. Something haunts this school.
Oh, yeah.
But of course, what's your stance on this? Supernatural or something else? You let me know.
I don't know. Like,
if you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation.
Again, just shout out to Bizarre Bub for the video. Make sure to go sub to him.
You can send them over to
and send your scary ghost videos to scaryghostvideos444.
That being said, let's get back to the video. It's late at night when a girl named Pershka records a video in her kitchen. The purpose of the video is to show an ice machine that she recently purchased, as there's something about it that creeps her out. The ice maker, according to her, makes a very strange noise during the late hours of the night. So one night, as the ice machine makes its unusual noise, Pershka heads over to the kitchen to record the sound. But as she records this video, something pretty creepy is caught on camera. What was supposed to be a short, random video turned out to be a terrifying clip that Pershka has recently taken down for unknown reasons. But it seems that the video itself says it all. Have a look. Like a scene out of a horror movie, Pershka walks into the kitchen and captures for just a split second the figure of a little girl. Even creepier is that whoever this was just disappears as soon as the lights turn on. It's for this reason that viewers believe she had taken down the clip, as otherwise it would continue to remind her of this disturbing incident. Whatever was captured has left her extremely unsettled. Even though this video was taken a few years ago, it is still unknown as to whether or not Pershka had captured something paranormal on camera.
Oh, definitely, dude. I don't know what you mean. Did they literally... I wasn't really paying attention to this one. Did they literally just make it to where it was ice cubes. Hold on a second. Also, I have a brilliant way of spicing this up. We're gonna make
2 nurses.
We're gonna make an army. We're gonna make a Warhammer army. Here. Great idea right here. Okay. Channel. I've heard anyways, let's get back to this, but instead of having it like, I kind of want like, no, not like a mini layer.
Like a...
Like, I want it to pop out, but I want this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want... There we go. What?
Scene out of a horror movie. Pershka walks into the kitchen and captures for just a split second the figure of a little girl. Even creepier is that whoever this was just disappears as soon as the lights turn on. It's for this reason that viewers believe she had taken down the clip, as otherwise it would continue to remind her of this disturbing incident. Whatever was captured.
Oh, I'm fucking stupid. Okay. Just wait. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Just dumb. A little dumb. Alright, shout out to Mr. Spooks. Oh, this is brand new. Brand new.
Hello everyone, my name is Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin.
Let's see what's a good one.
A YouTuber known as Welcome to the Woods UK regularly shares his camping adventures across the country, documenting his experiences and discoveries along the way. In a video posted to his channel in February of 2024, he sets out to spend the night in a secluded cabin he's been building deep in the woods. But what starts as a simple DIY project soon takes a shocking turn. Watch this.
I don't need that. Sorry.
Don't know what is going on.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. He can't believe it.
This woodland just gets stranger and stranger. But the gutting thing is I was hoping to show you lot that cabin built from start to finish. It was just going to be a little cabin. I might as well show you it now. It's wrecked, but I might as well show you it's wrecked now.
I have a couple.
I'll show you the video I was starting to make that would have probably took a month or two to put up. Although there weren't a lot of work put into that frame, there was a lot of work elsewhere on the yard where I've broken down about 50-60 large 7-foot pallets, broken all the boarding off it to make
we'll
walls
do
for
just
that.
a regular Adeptus
I even measured up the stove, so a little stove would have gone in there.
Sadly, the shared structure he was trying to build was destroyed by a trespasser, much to the man's obvious displeasure. Sometime later, he records 2 trail cam videos, which end up capturing something equal parts fascinating and freaky.
I don't know what the average
There's a figure
cost of it is.
at night time that's in the right hand side of, I believe it's camera 6. Starts off, comes out of the woodland, and then all of a sudden it seems to trigger the camera again and then come back out. That again happens about a week later on camera 4, but this time it's daytime and it's a bit more explainable. I mean, it looks to me like someone's in there,
so we'll do 2K.
poaching for the deer perhaps, or doing a bit of wildlife photography, but whoever it is shouldn't be there.
As you can see, a person wearing some kind of camouflage is shown walking around the forest. Who is this guy? Nobody knows.
We'll do some
He
research
then
on
sets
the
up his
stuff we're
camp
doing
to
too,
spend
by
the night
way.
in the forest and see if he can film whoever walks around the forest
We have a couple
late
of
at night.
options here. We have first
The man is
company
prepared
task
with a sound
force,
trap that will
Anvil,
hopefully
Siege
scare
Force,
off the
Firestorm,
person if they
Gladius
get too
task
close
force.
to the camp.
I think they're literally...
We then see footage of
it
the man
'cause-
laying down for the night when
don't
he's
know.
surprised by
I don't
something
understand
outside.
how that works. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, chat. I don't know how that works. Okay, we'll go from first to Vanguard. Okay, so first company task force. Once per battle in your command phase, you can use this ability. If you do, until the start of your next command phase, each time a model of your army with Oath of Moment ability makes an attack on your target that targets your Oath of Moment target, you can re-roll the wound as well, or a wound roll as well. So, an Oath of Moment is going to be if your army faction is Adeptus
He can hear someone
Astartes,
walking
at the start of
around
your
in the
command
forest
phase,
around
select one
him,
unit
banging on the
from your
trees.
opponent's army
Whoever
until the
this
next
person
start
is and what their
of your
motives are
command
is
phase,
completely
that
unknown.
enemy is your
A
Oath of
second
Moment
video
target.
uploaded
Each
by
time
the
a model with this
YouTuber
ability
sees
makes an
him
attack,
setting up a dummy cam as a
that targets
trap
your Oath of
to
Moment
film the
target.
person
You
walking
can re-roll
around the
the
forest.
hit roll, which then, from what I'm hearing
Don't know if
from
you
the
can
other
see
roll,
it, but
with the first
just
company
against
task force,
that
you can
tree that's
re-roll
out there in
that
the
again.
opening, that is
If your army does not
the
include one or more
decoy
units with the
camp.
Black Templars,
I'll
Blood
show you
Angels,
exactly
Death
where we are
Angels,
with an arrow.
Death Watch for Space Marine keywords, add one wound roll as well. So, if we go with first company task force to get the best out of it, to get 2 rerolls, we don't want Black Templars, Dark Angels, Black Templars, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Death Watch, or Space Marines.
It sounds like a woman shouting. Or
So that's important to remember as well.
Jesus.
Each time a model army with
Jesus
makes an attack that targets your Oath moment, you can re-roll the
hell is
wound
that?
roll every round. Wait, what's a wound roll? Let's look at what that is
What
first.
the hell is that?
Because I'm also slightly new to this.
Switch over to night vision 1 second.
What the man filmed was quite shocking indeed. A woman can be heard screaming somewhere in the distance. Amazingly, the man ended up staying the night there and didn't immediately leave after hearing those screams. Let's just hope he never returns to this place, because next time, things could take an even darker turn.
Okay. Let's look at what a wound roll is.
A man named Kevin Vidal posted a video to his YouTube channel all the way back in October of 2012 that showcases some seriously creepy things happening inside the comfort of his own home. In the video, we watch as Kevin makes his way around the house, clearly searching for something. It isn't until the minute and a half mark that we find out what it is he's looking for. And as you can expect, it's something terrifying.
So, I'm guessing it's going to be your first hit, and if your first hit succeeds, you get a wound roll. And then with the ability, you can reroll that.
Are you making that shit beeping noise there? Talking?
So, with the first company task force, you have your unit.
A strange shadow figure
and if you have Oath of Moment on an enemy unit,
also for this shot right
not only
here,
can re-roll
look carefully at the
first
front
hit to
door
get a
that the
hit,
shadow figure dashes past a few times.
Which I believe you can do with Oath of Moment. Yeah, you can re-roll the hit roll if you miss.
That's just something so
I don't know if you
off-putting
can do
about
it
this
again
video,
if you
and
hit
it's
him
hard
as
to
well.
say what it is.
You can also
exactly.
re-roll
But it just
a
feels
death
very
wound.
strange and
Not death
chill-inducing. This video is
wound
proof that even
roll.
being inside your own home
I'm really bad at
doesn't mean
explaining
you're
this.
truly safe.
So, finish that little detachment thing. Basically what it is that with Oath of Moment,
this next
when you
video
target
we'll be
enemy,
having a look
you
at
can
comes from a Mexican TikToker named
re-roll
Jesus Gamboa.
the hit. And if you
Jesus works
get
as a
the
trucker
hit
for an undisclosed
with
company, and
the
this
first,
video shows him
company
walking
task
around his
force,
truck.
You can
At first,
then
it seems like nothing wrong could possibly
re-roll
happen
the
here,
wound,
but that couldn't be any
roll as
further
well.
from the truth.
So you can basically double
Watch what happens when Jesus
rerolls.
slowly walks around the perimeter of the truck.
A la verga.
Did you see it? If you look just carefully enough, you should be able to make out what appears to be some sort of strange entity creepily lurking behind the wheel of Jesus' truck.
Sorry,
Sadly,
I am
there isn't any
answering
context provided with the
important
video,
text right
and there
now.
haven't been any updates posted, so we unfortunately will likely never know what else happened after this. But if you're watching this and you work as a trucker for a living, be sure to keep this video in mind
But yeah,
next time you find yourself clocking off
I
at
like
work
this one.
for the day.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I do really like that if you get hit and you don't like how your wound roll goes, you can
Reddit
just
user
redo
Can't Stop
it. I
Giggling
really like that.
posted this strange video to
but
Reddit about
I don't
2
like
weeks
that
ago
it means
and
I
shows
can't
him
have any
wandering
Black
around in
Templars,
the
Blood Angels, or
Massachusetts
Death
woods back in
or Dark
2015,
Angels, or
seemingly
Space
searching
Wolves.
for something.
And I heard Death
As he
Watch is
carefully
really weak.
creeps his way around the woods,
as of
trying
late,
his best
so
not
I
to
don't
make
really
any
care about
loud
that.
noises.
Anyways,
One naturally
the
must
next
wonder what it is he's
detachment
trying
is
so
Anvil
hard not
Siege
to scare
Force,
off. And then we see what
their
it is.
ability is Shield of the Imperium. Ranged weapons received by Adeptus Astartes models from your army have the heavy ability. If such weapon already has this ability, each time an attack is made with that weapon, if the attacking model is stationary this turn, add 1 to the wound roll. Okay, so what is heavy? What is
Out of nowhere,
heavy?
a hairy entity can be seen stalking its way through the forest before eventually disappearing into the trees, never to be seen or heard from again. The uploader himself believes this to be a baby Bigfoot, and just by simply looking at its appearance, that description definitely seems quite accurate. Of course though, just like with every Bigfoot sighting, we should take it with a grain of salt. There's always the possibility that this is a hoax. But what do you guys think? Did this Reddit user actually end up capturing legitimate footage of a baby Bigfoot, or was this simply something else? If so, what is it? Tell me your thoughts in the comments. A Reddit user known as Mandrew338 posted a truly fascinating video on the popular UFO subreddit that has certainly gotten a lot of people talking over the course of the past few months. For context, here's how the story goes. At approximately 4:05 AM on January 1st, 2025,
But yeah, in 10th
a
edition, which
helicopter
is the
crew
edition
flying
we're in
northeast
now,
from Yuma
Heavy
to
gives
downtown Phoenix observed
+1
two
to hit rolls for
unidentified
units that
aircraft
remain
moving
stationary when
northward.
firing heavy weapons.
The pilot,
So,
an
what
experienced
I'm
former
thinking that
U.S.
this one is
Army
going to be
Black
good
Hawk
at is your
pilot,
defense ones,
noted
like your
that
Imperial
neither
fists.
aircraft was visible on ADS-B in,
you know,
a passive radar system that
maybe
typically
your
detects other
Ultramarines.
aircraft in real time.
But you have
the
to
aircraft
stay
had no
still,
visible
so
navigation
I'm
lights,
guessing that's
which
what,
was
that is
unusual
what
given their
Anvil Siege
direction
Force is
and the
best
crew's
at. And I'm
ability to
guessing
see such lights
that
using
another
night
way you
vision
could use
goggles.
this is actually
NODs.
like
One
quote,
aircraft
unquote,
descended and disappeared, while the other
units,
descended and
where it's
moved
really
away
just
before
heavy,
vanishing.
armor,
Shortly after,
armored,
more
Space
unidentified
Marines
objects appeared,
with like
prompting the
plasma
crew to begin filming.
and like pretty heavy
Given their
weapons.
extensive
And
experience
they just
flying
sit
at
there and
night
get their
and
+1
observing
hits.
various aerial
And,
phenomena, including
and then you
flares,
want, your
satellites,
+1
meteors,
wound
and
as well.
military aircraft, the crew found these sightings
So
highly
you have to have
unusual.
heavy weapons to begin with for that to work. But I mean, I just feel like this is the essential defense detachment right here. It just gives you so much punch to your strike backs. You know what I mean? It's definitely not a I would say a winning detachment because
The
to
crew
be honest with you,
consisted
I
of the
would play
pilot,
I would play
a
more
paramedic
aggressive.
with 2 years of
That's why I
night
like the
flying
first company,
experience,
is
and a
because
nurse
it allows
with
you
prior
to
military medic
attack a lot
experience.
better.
They
But
emphasized
I
that
understand where
distinguishing
this is.
depth through NODs can be challenging,
Next
but
is the
brighter objects
Firestorm
generally
Assault
appear
Force,
closer due to their halos.
which gets close range
Upon
eradication
reviewing
as
the
its
footage,
ability.
the nurse noted that some
Range
depth
weapons
information was
equipped
lost
by
compared to
Adeptus
viewing through
Astartes
binocular
models from your
NODs,
army
but the
has the
objects were
assault
visibly
ability,
in front
and
of
each time an
low-altitude
attack is made
clouds
with a
and
weapon,
terrain,
targets a
ruling out
unit within
satellites.
12 inches at a
The full
+1
20-minute
strength
video along with a flight radar
characteristic to that
screenshot was
attack.
provided for further analysis.
So
The sighting occurred
let's look
near
at what
restricted
assault
military
is.
airspace and a nuclear facility, adding to the mystery. While open
Ignore
to
my
rational
bad spell.
explanations, the crew remained perplexed by the event, as it differed significantly from
assault
anything
ability
they had
allows you to
previously
advance
encountered.
and shoot their assault weapons during the
This is by
movement
far
phase.
one of the most interesting videos I've seen in a long time, and it's one that has been quite a hot topic over on the UFO subreddit, and for good reason. So tell me, what do you guys make of this video? As always, be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments.
Apparently, it's a -1 penalty to hit, though. Although this
For
looks
those
like
of you that
more of your
drive,
flash attack.
you've likely
you-
all seen an ambulance
you're
driving on the
sending
road
forth.
at
I'm
least a few
guessing how this
times.
would work pretty
But have
well
you ever
with,
been driving and noticed
blood-
something horribly
blood
wrong
angels, right?
sticking out of the
I don't
ambulance?
know. Like I
That's
said,
what
this,
happened to
I'm
this
brand new to
TikTok
I'm
user named
learning as well.
Helena Pinero, who was
Uh,
simply
but
driving around in
I don't
Argentina
really like
when she
this
noticed
one
that something
because
was sticking
+1
out of this
strength
ambulance
characteristic
that
doesn't really
obviously
seem
was
like
not
that's very-
supposed to be there. Have a look.
Like an okay reason to pick that, but I'm guessing there's some things that are okay with it. I mean, that make it worth it. The next one we have is Gladius Task Force. At the start of your command phase, you can select one of the combat doctrines listed below. Until the start of your next command phase, the combat doctrine is active, and its effects apply to all Adeptus Astartes
For
from
some
your army
strange
with this
reason,
ability.
a
You can only
human
select
hand can be seen
each
dangling
combat doctrine
lifelessly
per battle.
out of this ambulance as it drives on the road, completely
So,
oblivious to what's going on
this one I
despite
think is
Helena's
the
constant
one
honking.
that's like supposed to be
It's
picked.
an extremely chilling
almost,
video because it just goes
or
to
like
show you
it's
how
more
truly
like the
unpredictable life can be.
the favorite.
It also makes you
'Cause
wonder
it's
what the
definitely a
full
lot different
context
from the
behind
last
this
two
video
we've done,
is.
Where the last two focus on, I would honestly say, had like 3 different
A
distinct
YouTuber
way
named
of war.
Grizzly
You had
Gas
super
is best known
aggressive
for his videos
with
online,
your
in which he
Firestorm.
typically
You had
ventures
your
out
super
into the
defensive
woods
with your
on
Ambush
camping
Siege, and you had this,
expeditions,
like,
in which he
I would
ends
say
up finding some
ultimately,
pretty crazy things along
no,
the
not
way.
Ultramarines level thing.
However,
I don't know what
one
I'm
video
fucking
on his
saying.
channel in
Like more of a
particular stands
reliability
tall
thing.
above
Like
the
you
rest
have
as
a
being
more,
one of the creepiest.
more chances
The video
to
in
get
question
better,
was uploaded to Grizzly
hits.
Gas's channel
And
on
here,
October
this is
29,
where, like,
2023,
changes. Like,
and
there's
sees him
nothing
venturing out
like
into the
that.
woods to do some
So
camping.
you have Devastator
So
Doctrine,
far, so good.
which is
But
unit
as I'm
is
sure you
able
can
to shoot
predict, that
in
doesn't
a
stay that
turn.
way for long. When Gas is settling down for the night and laying
Oh,
inside of the
okay.
tent with his dog, He becomes visibly
I kind of
startled
didn't
when he
realize
hears
that.
this coming from somewhere
Combat
in the
Doctrine
distance.
is active and affects all the stars in the army with
I don't think it's
visibility.
for
You can
me.
only select
that.
each Combat
Absolutely
Doctrine once per
scorch
battle.
your entire
So
tent.
you can. So what you want to do is you want to start at the beginning of your thing, of your command phase, get the best out of it, and then it's done by the next one, and you can only use it once. So Devastator is
He's
a lot like
unable to fully
Firestorm,
rest after hearing these strange noises, which is
gave
very
that,
understandable. He
actually,
then
no, it
proceeds
didn't
to
give
talk
that.
to the viewers
It's
for
more
a
like
little
the
bit,
assault
and
thing,
it seems as if
where
the terrors
you
of
can
the
shoot
night
in the
are
turn in
behind
which you
him.
advanced.
But
Tactical
unfortunately,
doctrines
that isn't actually the case,
is able
as
to
just
shoot
a
and
couple of
declare
minutes later,
charge in a
this
turn
happens.
in which it fell back.
I'm gonna have to close up soon because this lights are
I'm
tracking
guessing
all
there's a fallback
twice.
mechanic here. Let's look.
Yeah.
I mean, we're here researching
Right,
anyways.
come on.
Fall back.
Why is this light gone off?
No point of fallback is that allows you to move out of engagement range. Okay, so it's not. So it's basically just like moving backwards. I didn't know if it was like a thing where like it took a certain amount of damage, and then like automatically pulled it out, or if it was like a thing to take like madness or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I know you probably can only move by the little distance thing. I don't know. That's the fun of everything here. But yeah, that could be a very good one. You could like if you know your line's about to break and you're not going to do very well into the next like command phase, you pop this one, do what you can, push as far as you can, and then when they eventually like push you back, because you are going you're losing at this point, I would assume.
But if Gas thought the worst was over, he was not prepared for what happened last.
At least, and you pull back, and then you start shooting, and you charge again, and that could like really fuck them up if you get like the right rolls. I feel like that would be like a very powerful thing, especially if they are also like low health. So imagine like you're on the opposite army, and you are like doing pretty well. You're pretty equally, but you have the upper hand. Like you have the pretty noticeable upper hand.
Out of nowhere, something pushes the tent from above, causing
dude,
Gas to yell out in complete terror, probably thinking that he was in extreme danger.
But
he proceeds to investigate outside, but is
break
unable
them,
to find the
and then
cause of the tent being pushed over
retreat,
like
as
that.
they like fall back.
It's an absolutely terrifying video,
they
and
fall
one that
back
shows
and
you
they
that
instant
even
shoot.
doing something
That'd
that's supposed to
just
be
be the
relaxing,
worst.
such as camping,
You know it's
can
coming,
actually
because
end up
obviously
being
they're gonna
pretty
declare it
terrifying.
before. But and then Assault Doctrine, this unit is able to declare a charge in turn.
Imagine
which
settling
advanced.
into your couch with
So
a big
imagine
bowl of
that,
popcorn, ready to enjoy a movie.
ending it.
It's a familiar scene, one we've all
And then
experienced
the next turn
countless
it declares
times.
but
have you ever been watching a film when out of nowhere you think you've spotted something unexpected? Something that looks like a
I feel
real
like these
UFO
two
appearing on
have
screen.
very good synergy.
That's the situation Reddit user Ocean Swim found
Hell,
himself in one day in late
You could
2024.
like combo it,
He
right?
was sitting
you could
down
wait
and
until
watching a
they kind of break
1954
you a little
movie
bit.
called Niagara, directed by
And
Henry
you could,
Hathaway.
like just before you
Pay
are
close
broken
attention
though,
to this scene in
before
question.
like you need to fall back, you declare, or hell, you don't even need to be close to being broken at all. You can do your charge, do as much damage, fall back with the tactical doctrine, shoot, and the next one declare an assault doctrine.
Did you see it?
Declare a
If
charge,
you look just carefully enough, you should be able to make out what
and-
appears to
and
be a
do that.
UFO in the left bottom shot with the helicopter.
and then
It's
you use the
truly
Devastator
remarkable
right
and
after
head-scratching stuff.
for.
Ocean Swim says that the movie
it's
has
crazy. You
absolutely
could do
nothing
some
to do
crazy
with
shit with this, I
UFOs
feel.
or aliens,
I feel like there's really good
meaning that it
synergy,
was
and this
most
might be
likely not put
up
in the
there with,
movie by
like,
the filmmakers.
Right now, the tier list is first
so
company.
what in the world is going on here?
This,
Do you guys think this
Ambo and
old
the
movie
Firestorm.
actually ended up showcasing footage
me,
of a
right now.
legitimate UFO?
The next one we're going to talk about is
and if
Iron
this
Storm
isn't a
Spearhead,
UFO, what do you guys
which
think
is
it
Armored
could be?
Wrath. Once per
Be sure
phase
to
for
let me
each
know
Depths
your
of Stars
theories in the
unit in
comments
your
below.
army, you can reroll 1 hit roll, 1 wound roll, and 1 damage roll made for a model in that unit.
This video posted
That's
to
kind of
YouTube
confusing.
Shorts shows a
The
guy
wording
playing
at
around
the
with
very
his
end
dogs
is
and
confusing.
just goofing around.
What I'm thinking
he then
is
heads off toward his room to
is
go
that
and
each
get them
phase,
each a treat,
or
but it's here
once
which
per phase,
things take a seriously bizarre turn.
for 1 unit, you can choose to reroll a hit roll, a wound roll, or a damage roll, which feels like a much more situational ability compared to First Company Task Force. And I don't really know if that's better or worse than First Company Task Force. Because if we remember, this basically just gives you a reroll for your wound, which you could argue that Iron Sword Spearhead gives you basically that. So I guess, is there... That was weird. So, this one gives it to each one that's like targeting Moment of Oath.
One of the drawers in the man's bedroom
model.
begins to open all by itself, much
But
to his
from
understandable
Iron
confusion.
Storm, each
Another
phase,
video posted to his channel
you
shows something
can
very
re-roll
similar
a
happening.
hit.
Take a look.
You can re-roll whatever you want. So I feel like Iron Storm Spearhead might be better than First Company Task Force in a very situational way. So right now, I still think top of the... I don't know. Now I've kind of changed my mind. I feel top of it is Gladius Task Force, for its like 3-phase combo. Then you have...
The man can be seen walking up the staircase when out
Oh,
of nowhere.
it's
The
like
door
literally
behind
tied
him
between
closes.
Iron Storm Spearhead and
It also
First Company
doesn't seem
Task
like
Force,
there would be a window
and then
anywhere
Ambush Siege
nearby
Force,
that
and
would
then
have caused this to
Firestorm.
happen.
Because I feel
A
like
third
Iron
video
Storm
that was
does
posted
it,
just 2 weeks ago
but
shows him
it could
working
be a
from
lot
home.
more crucial.
He says he was
And it's
hearing
once per
things inside of
phase.
the house
So
and
I
decided
feel like,
to set up
you know
his
what?
camera
Fuck it.
to see if
I'll
he could
say it.
capture any of these
It's Gladius,
noises on
Iron
camera.
Storm, First Company.
What happened was quite shocking.
Okay. It is Gladius, Iron Storm, First Company, Anvil, and Firestorm. So I think this is what I want, is the Iron Storm Spearhead, but we will read the rest of these. Liberius Conclave. Oh.
Hello?
I've started battle, select one of the following disciplines until the end of the battle round. The psychic discipline is active and it applies to all Depths of Starry Psyker units. Okay, so this is your basically like if you are doing
So what do you guys make of these 3 videos? Do you think this man really does live in a haunted house?
I don't know.
Is it possible these are all hoaxes? Let me know what you think in the comments below.
Okay, I do want to give shout out again to Sir Spooks for giving us the background content. But we're going to move on to Bizarre Bub. Shout out to Bizarre Bub. Dude, I like low-key just want to get a collab with him at this point. He's kind of, like... I want to go web hunting with him. That would be funny. That would be...
A construction worker's working the graveyard shift at a warehouse when something very strange is caught on camera.
You know what I mean?
This footage was posted by X-Alien97, who works security at a construction site where the following chilling incident had taken place. X-Alien says that ever since showing this video to the people who work there, employees have been on edge. They fear that they too will experience this terrifying encounter.
I think, like, getting a little
in a very short video, X-Alien recounts the events that night.
A semi-okay charge with having one that's
so I work security at this construction site, right?
Divination, each model unit makes an attack. We roll a hit, roll of 1, or re-roll.
We got these real things right here.
That is like a mini Iron Spear. No, it would be like a mini and expanded.
These things are heavy.
Version of First Company.
Just a little backstory. There was a construction worker.
Pyromancy. Each time a range attack is made by a model in the unit's range.
He said a guy came up to him.
In this
another
unit,
worker,
target.
And he said, I got you.
God
Just
damn.
guide me and
this
I'll
is
push
why I
it
need
for you.
practice before I start doing like YouTube videos.
Okay, cool. So he was guiding him. He kept telling him,
Pyromancy discipline.
back it up, back it up, back
Each
it up.
time a
He was
ranged
pushing
attack made by a model in this unit targets an
when they were done,
enemy unit within
he
12
went
inches.
around the reel
Improve the armor penetration characteristic of the attack by 1.
And he says that he was gone.
Telekinesis discipline. Each
Now
time
the
a ranged
scariest
attack
part
hits
about this
unit,
story is that when the worker had one day
subtract
gone
one
up
from
to the main
strength
office of the building,
characteristic
he noticed a particular
so-
memorial photo
and
of the
then
workers
telepathy.
who used to work at the company.
Each time
in this photo,
a model
he
in this
saw the
unit makes
man
an
who had
attack,
helped him
ignore
push the
any
reel.
or all modifiers that
The
the
photo
attack weapon
says
skill,
he had passed
ballistic
away in
skill
2015.
characteristics, and/or
The
any or
following
all
is the video
modifiers
of
to
what's
the hit
believed to be
roll.
the ghost of the ex-employee
So,
caught on camera.
This is powerful. I feel like this is a lot, like, very powerful. Especially, like, right here and right here. And even how right here. Like, these four. Honestly, this one's the weakest one, I think. This one would be the weakest one. Like, this would be devastating. You know. This would be pretty good against, like, Iron Hands. Same thing with here. This would be good against, like, regular people or anything, honestly. And this would be very good against people who, like, put a lot of buffs or debuffs. Like, I'm guessing, like, Death Guard.
Eerily enough,
Anyways,
the person who was helping the worker with the reel
I have to
suddenly
remember that
disappears.
this is the one you do with Freddy
According to the
Psychic Army.
worker, he had walked around to thank the man
Stormland's
for helping
task
him,
force.
but to his shock,
Lightning
he was no
assault.
longer
Adeptus
there.
Astartes
It's
unit
as though
from your
he
army are
seemingly
eligible to
vanished into
declare
thin
charge
air. Given the story
in a
provided by the
turn in
security
which
guard,
they
could it be that this
advanced or
worker had
fell
encountered
back?
the spirit of a deceased
Okay,
ex-employee?
I feel that's
Or
really simple.
might there be some logical explanation
really
for
think
this
it's worth
truly
it.
odd occurrence?
And the
As
last
with most
attachment
videos,
option
this one has yet to be
is
solved.
Vanguard Spearhead. Shadow Masters. Each time a range attack targets an Adeptus Astartes in your army, unless
Now the
the
following
entire
video
model
doesn't have much info, as the original source is unknown, but even without knowing its origin, the footage is no less scary. The story goes that a man who lives in a village near the Swiss
Again, I
Alps
don't know
heard
if that's,
strange
like, the
noises
best.
coming from the mountainous
So,
region. He decides to climb the mountain and find the source of these unusual sounds. When he gets
I
to the
think-
top, he's immensely frightened by what he sees. This is the video he took.
I think, despite how good Gladius is, Iron Storm is on top. Iron Storm, Gladius, First Company, Anvil. Actually, no. Actually, if we're doing all the rating, it'd be Iron Storm, Librarius. Actually, Iron Storm, Gladius, Librarius, First Company, Anvil, Firestorm, Stormlance, and Vanguard. I feel like these two could be switched. I'll be honest, but I don't see the use of either one. Okay. So, characters. We have an epic hero here. Crab Cullen the Risen. Let's see what he looks like. Huh. Oh, just straight up $421. Okay. Let's see if, yeah, he has this and this, so we don't need this. Okay. Let's do a little reading on our boy Cullen.
The man sees what appears to be two giant figures standing in the distance. Even more chilling is the fact that the figures seem to be moving ever so slightly, confirming that they weren't statues, but instead
Let's consult
something
the
else
wiki.
entirely.
Let's
The
consult
man
the wiki.
believes that these might have been angels or an
Collab
entity of some
Cullen the
sort,
Risen is
as
a
he felt
former
a sense
High
of
Lord
peace
Commander,
and believed that the figures
Taskmaster
meant
of
no
the Red
harm.
Scorpions chapter.
Yet when looking at the video
The
through an
current
infrared
relic
lens, the
Leviathan
figures don't appear to be
Dreadnought.
fake or CGI'd. Whatever had been
I
on top of this
see.
mountain seems to have actually been there. But, like always, you
like
be the
all Red
judge on whether or
Scorpions, he
not something
believes in
supernatural was
absolute
captured.
genetic
Just
Oh.
what exactly had been on top of this
Shooting
mountain?
area associated with avian and zeros, or anything that deviates from the pure baseline human form. Hold on a minute.
On December
That's
31st
that's
of 2022,
kind of,
three policemen
kind of
were dispatched
hypocritical.
to a house
I'm
after
just
receiving
saying,
a call from a
like,
neighbor who reported that loud, strange noises were coming from inside.
Space Marines
The neighbor
also
stated that they heard deep, guttural
abominations.
noises and piercing screeches that were unlike anything they'd ever heard. When the police arrived,
Alright.
they were deeply disturbed by what they found.
So,
now the video itself was taken by a paramedic who was immediately called to the scene. As it turns out, the police requested immediate medical care as they were unprepared to deal with the situation at hand. They had no idea that the house they were in once belonged to a family of cannibals who enjoyed butchering human flesh and making exotic dishes that consisted of human remains.
I love human flesh.
This cannibalistic family has since passed away, but their house still remains in its shabby condition in a small town located in Greater Poland. On the night of New Year's Eve in 2022, a 20-year-old woman named Kamilka had been inside the house with a couple of friends. They were all playing with a Ouija board with the intent of conjuring the spirits of the cannibalistic family and the victims they consumed.
This is just a save.
This was a bad idea, as all of a sudden, Kamilka began acting erratically and extremely feral before barricading herself inside a room. Something had gone terribly wrong. According to her friends, Kamilka had seemingly become possessed. When the police came, they were left highly unnerved by what they saw. This is what was caught.
So new. Okay, so Jaws Master says, "Hey there, I'm new to this game and I have a question regarding explained rather vague in the books IMO and vulnerable saves. Do they work as additional armor save? Are they optionally used instead of armor saves? I can't wrap my head around it. With saves, you either get an armor save or an invulnerable save. So if a weapon allows an armor save, you just get that. But some weapons can ignore your armor. This is where an invulnerable save comes into play. You don't get to make an armor save and an invulnerable save. Okay. So since I'm guessing since these are dreadnought, that's why he gets the invulnerable save. Death Hold. When making a ranged attack, this model does not suffer the penalty of... There's just like a demon in there. It's just a demon. Okay, so Death Hold. When making ranged attacks, this model does not suffer the penalty to its hit rolls for being within engagement range of one or more enemy units. Okay, so I'm guessing that normally, if an enemy is too
Terrified
close,
by Kamilka's strange behavior, the police are unable to go inside and save her. So, as a final attempt to get her out, they head outside and place a ladder against the side of the room where she hides. This, however, did not go as expected.
Feel free to read through this. I'm going to go over it once again. When I get back.
Chodź, misiu. Nie bardziej jak świnia, kurwa. Chodź. Chodź tu, kurwo. Chodź tu. Chodź tu, Kamilka. Kamilka, tu też cię widzę. No nie czołgaj się. Kamilka. Dziecko cię woła. Kamilka. Wiktoria cię woła.
The police tell Kamilka that her daughter Victoria is with them as an attempt to lure her out of the room, but this didn't seem to work, given that she still stayed inside. Unfortunately, not much else is caught on camera as the video ends abruptly, but according to the paramedic who shot the video, Kamilka was eventually taken to the hospital. Strangely enough, it was upon arriving at the hospital that she started acting normal again. After being thoroughly examined by a psychiatrist, Kamilka showed no signs of any psychiatric disorders. Her blood was also checked for any intoxicating substances that could explain her strange behavior, but no traces of any drugs were found in her system. To this day, Kamilka's family nor her friends could explain what happened inside that house. All that is known is that her family wishes to never see their daughter ever like this again. Whether Kamilka was possessed or if she had a temporary psychosis remains a mystery. In a previous video, I talked about a family in India who's been documenting unusual events inside their home. The family has seen more than just a couple of things move on their own, but also other small incidents that seem to hint at something way bigger and perhaps dangerous. From their house being suddenly infested with hundreds of maggots which appeared out of nowhere as they played holy music throughout the house, to occasionally hearing the pitter-patter of invisible footsteps late at night, the family can't help but think that a curse has been placed on their home. They believe that ever since letting go of the maid who took care of them, strange things have been happening. The maid, according to them, is responsible for the strange activity. Although having seen some crazy things, it's the most recent occurrence that's by far the strangest. It's late at night when the family is woken up by mysterious noises. This is what was caught.
Alright. To continue, Mr. Cullen the Risen. We have rights of battle, once per battle round. One unit from your army with this ability can use it when its unit is targeted with a stratagem. If it does, it reduces the command point cost of that use. Of that item by 1 command point. Damage 1 to 4 wounds remaining. While this model has 1 to 4 wounds remaining, each time this model makes an attack, subtract 1 from the hit roll. Okay, so those are its abilities. Now, what is its rules? Oh, that is a lot, and a lot of stuff that I don't even understand. I'm gonna be honest with you, that I am incapable of giving you my false opinion on. So let's get into it. Why don't we? Let me also just put that to the side here. Deadly Demise D3. Some models have Deadly Demise X listed in their abilities. When such a model is destroyed, roll 1d6 before removing it from play, such as if the model is a transport, roll before any embarked. This mark on a 6. Each unit within 6 of this model receives a number of mortal wounds noted by X.
Mysteriously, a mess has been made throughout the house.
Deadly Demise
but
D3
most
is
chilling of all is
they
the
are
video of how it all
destroyed.
happened,
You
which was
roll a
captured by the security
D6,
camera inside their living room.
and if you hit 6,
take a look.
you do a shit ton of damage. It's what it looks like. But yeah, so Deadly Demise D3 is
Naturally,
okay,
the family
but
was
you have
left
to realize that
unnerved,
you're kind of
but they were left even more so by an incident that took
You know
place
what I
only a
mean?
few
Like,
days
you're
later.
already in
It's
trouble
past midnight
if
when
you're-
this
if
is
you have to
captured.
use that. You have your Oath of Moment, which we've talked about before. Sustained hits.
Baby, are you awake?
Sustained hit is weapons with sustained hits X in their profile are known as sustained hits weapon. Each time an attack is made with such a weapon, if a critical hit is rolled, that attack scores a number of additional hits on the target denoted by X. So, if there is a critical hit, you get one more hit from the sustained hits. Ignores cover. Well, with the heavy flamer, it ignores cover. Torrent. Each time an attack is made with such a weapon, the attack automatically hits the target. Well, yeah, makes sense because it's with a flamer. Someone's like pitter pattering over here. Bro, this is how I sound going to the kitchen. Ignore. Okay, so we've done that. One shot. The bear can only shoot one shot. This makes sense. Devastating wounds. Okay, the only ones that I don't understand is devastating wounds, which we'll go over. Weapons with devastating wounds in their profile are known as devastating wound weapons. Each time an attack is made with such weapon, if the attack scores a critical wound, no saving throw of any kind can be made against the attack, including invulnerable save throws. Such attacks are only allocated to models after all other attacks.
Similar to a previous incident experienced by the family, the sound of small footsteps are heard running about without a trace. Now, given that the family has experienced this before, the family is not as scared or phased as when they first encountered this. It would be the following incident, however, that changes that.
So,
only a few nights later, this was captured.
You know, this could be very much a bad deal if you're the one facing off against it. So, where does it leave us? Is Colin a good hero? And also, what does legends mean? Let's see what does legends mean? Okay. Oh, okay. So legends is basically like, we have it in heresy, but like, that's fair. So it's probably best that we do not do Colin the Legend or the Risen. What's an ancient? Okay. Let us not pick Mr. Colin. He has not risen to our standards quite yet. Alright, so instead, let's see what we have in our character slots. So we need someone that's good. So let's go to the most expensive one and look. Tech Marine on bike, we are not doing that as a character.
The father, seemingly pushed by an unseen force, he quickly falls over while seeming a bit disoriented as he tries his best to figure out what just happened. It is only seconds later that he realizes that something had touched him.
So
while the family continues to document these chilling occurrences, viewers continue to suggest that they move out of the house as soon as possible. The family does plan on doing that, but it won't be anytime soon, as they have to make certain arrangements before doing so. Unfortunately, for now, the family has to endure whatever strange occurrence is thrown at them. Just like before, there have yet to be more updates on the situation of this family.
Let's look.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Let's look at their ability. Leader, this model can be attached to the following
Marcos
units.
Garcia is the owner of a small car shop that is currently operated by just one mechanic. This mechanic is the only employee at this workshop, and it was just recently that he received a car from a customer who needed repairs on the vehicle. Ever since receiving this car, though, strange things have been happening around the place. Both the business owner and the mechanic believe that there's something quite mysterious about this car. They don't know what it is, but they have a slight suspicion that it might be the reason as to why unexplainable things have been happening recently. This vehicle, according to them, scares them.
They look like
although feeling creeped out by the car's presence, they don't think much of it and carry on with their daily assignments. But then one day, a very peculiar incident is caught on camera. Marcos, the business owner, is watching over the shop through a security camera when he notices the mechanic acting very strange. The old man was moving in such a way that it made him feel very unsettled. But when the mechanic was asked as to what he was doing, he replied that he was talking to the client who had dropped off the creepy car.
That's cool, though.
Marcos, though, found this very unusual. The video Marcos had seen tells a different story. This is what he saw.
Cool, dude. Either way, this might be what we're going to pick so far. This model can be attached
Estoy
to a
revisando
blade
por la
guard
cámara
unless equipped with a
del
relic
taller.
shield and cannot be attached
De mi
to
teléfono, estoy en mi casa.
plasma pistol. Okay, so
Y este maestro está hablando.
these two require special weapons to be equipped.
La verdad que no cacho qué onda.
Let's look at a Hellblaster squad, though.
No,
Hellblaster squads. Okay, so they're just like the basically all plasma version of like probably like a veteran squad or an Inferno squad or Inferno squad's probably flamethrowers. And assume that they're gonna have like the same play style as like each one of these weapons. So this one will have like ignores cover, all that, because you'll have your flamers. I don't want these guys. I'm gonna be honest.
¿Aló?
They're too.
Oye, disculpa, pero ¿con quién estás hablando?
Maybe. Let's look at Alright, I guess we looked at Intercessor Squad. I don't think there's much difference. A Stern Guard Veteran Squad, though, that looks like there's gonna be different.
Oye, cálmate. ¿Qué, don Carlos?
Yeah?
Pero, oye,
Yeah, look at that.
escúchame un poquito. ¿Tú me estás hablando del accidente de anoche?
I don't know what's going on.
Juan, me estáis huellando, ¿cierto?
Then we have company heroes.
Oye, ¿podéis subir?
¿Sabes qué? Captain or chapter manager model unit.
No estás hablando con nadie, Juan, y ayer los que chocaron murieron todos.
Okay. Finest hour is the next ability once per battle. At the start of the fight phase, you can use this model. This model can use the ability. Give me a second. That was annoying the fuck out of me. That was kind of annoying the fuck out of me. I'll turn back on in a second. Once per battle, at the start of the fight phase, this model can use this ability. If it does, at the end of the phase, add 3 to the attack characteristic of melee weapons equipped by this model, and have those weapons have the devastating wounds ability. That's good. Now, am I gonna have a lot of melee though? That's the thing. That's the thing. I don't know if I'm going to or not. So, Blade Guard veterans, or yeah, we're gonna do Blade Guard veterans, obviously. Of course, you have the invulnerable save 4+. Rites of battle. Once per battle round, one unit from your army with this ability can use it when its unit is targeted with a stratagem. If it does, it reduces the cost point or the command point cost of that use of that stratagem by 1 command point. And of course, it's the leader. Okay. Okay, so we have 1 heavy bolter, mastercrafted power weapon, and 1 relic shield. I don't know what Warlord does. I'm guessing Warlord means that that's the main guy. That's the battle, I guess. Okay. Master of the Machine of War adapts to Starry's model only if your command phase the one of the Starry vehicles with a 6 or flesh is weak. Okay. So this just adds fuel no pain 4+, which actually is pretty good. So I will do that. And I will have it attached to a Blade Guard Veteran Squad. Or should I? What are we looking for here? That's the problem. I don't know what I'm looking for here. Because now I kind of want to get rid of this and add it with the Terminator armor. Ah! But I guess if we're doing the most generic army possible, we want this with a Terminator armor. And with, yeah. Flesh is weak and make it a warlord. Dude. Okay. Ah! See, do we want... We don't want librarians here, most likely. Let's see. Do we want a chaplain? Let's see what they do. Of course, we have a leader, Litany of Hate. When this model is leading a unit, each time a model that makes... every time a model in that unit makes a melee attack, add 1 to its wound roll. Environmental save and spiritual leader once per battle. At the start of any phase, you can select one friendly adeptus to start his unit that is battle struck within 12 inches of this model. The unit is no longer battle shocked. I think I'm going to grab a chaplain as well. Yeah. I know. Chaplain. Flesh is weak. No. Okay. Can't do that. I think Master Crafted Power Weapon might be the best here, right? I'm guessing this... No? Yeah, I don't know what A means. But I would guess having a... Oh, that's a captain, not a chaplain. My fucking... That... There we go. A chaplain. There we go. There we go. And of course, they can also be done with that. And since it is a thing where spiritual leader and it has Litany of Hate, it would be dumb not to have Hellblade veteran squads here for this chaplain, so that's something. Let's see, do we need Apothecary? Nothcarium. When this model is leading a unit in your command phase, you can restore 1 destroyed models, excluding character models, to that unit. When this model bodyguard unit is destroyed, roll 1d6 plus 2, you gain 1 command point. Okay, low key, I might grab the Apothecary here. You see, yeah, because... Wait, okay, is it leading unit or leading the army? It's leading a unit, that's what it is. It's leading a unit. And that's important, that's pretty important. Sorry. Dude, I just keep getting sick, man. But yeah. Because what does this do? Yeah, I'm going to actually take off Warlord status and give it to him. Give it to the Apothecary. So I have these... Do I need a Tech Marine? No, I really don't think I'm going to need a Tech Marine. If we're going to be honest here. Okay. Anything else? I don't think so. Maybe an ancient? While a model is leading a unit, add 1 to objective control characteristics models of that unit. Nah. Wait. Unbreakable duty. While this model is within range of an objective marker and or within 6 inches of the center of the battlefield, the model has feel no pain and +4 ability. Nah. I don't think it will. But I also want to watch something else. That's for sure. Scariest ghost children caught on camera. Alright. So we've picked our 3 characters. We have an apothecary, a captain in Terminator armor.
How you doing? I'm Callum, and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some ghost sightings that are starting to freak the internet out. But as always, before we dive into these fascinating stories, remember to hit that subscribe button for more scary content, just like this.
Can't tell. Actually, if they are regular intercessor
Some creepy
squads,
ghosts appear to enjoy watching carefree
Shock
moments that
assault.
friends
Each time
spend
a model
together
in this
outdoors.
unit,
At least that's
targets
what they
an
were
enemy
doing when
assault.
this chilling video was captured by
Holy,
YouTuber
I'm
Demi
terrible at
2009ization.
Each
They were
time
using
a
a
model
phone
in this
camera to
unit
record
targets
while
an
2 of their
enemy
friends
unit
were
with a
playing
melee
catch
attack.
on the
Reroll
lawn of the
a
school
wound
campus
roll
one
of 1.
afternoon. There was
If
nothing
that unit
unusual about the day at
is
first,
within range
just a
of
few
objective marker,
friends
you
having a
can
lazy
reroll the
afternoon in the
wound
sun.
roll instead.
Then one of them noticed something unusual out the corner of their eye. They turned the camera and zoomed in to get a better look.
Okay,
Sure
so I need to
enough,
make sure that
someone
this
or
isn't jump
something
packs,
was watching them from a high
which I
window
think
in
they
one of the
are.
nearby buildings.
Oh my days, that was creepy.
The figure watching was ghostly pale
Yeah.
and stared at the group with a menacing expression.
And what is an intercessor squad? An
The group of
intercessor-
friends were disturbed by the
some
sighting
island.
and asked the building manager to let them inside so they could confront whoever was staring at them. However,
if you
when they arrived at the
control
room where they would have been, it was empty
objective
and had
marker,
clearly been out of use for a long time. The walls were covered in graffiti and the whole room had a creepy,
So
empty
objective
feel.
secured. If you control an objective marker at the end of your command phase, and this
The group
unit
looked
is
around the
within
building for
range
someone resembling
of
the
that
figure they saw in the
objective
window,
marker, the
but were
objective
unable
marker
to
remains
locate
under your
them,
control,
leaving
even
them
if you have no knowledge
perplexed.
within range of it.
Is it
So your
possible
opponent
that their
controls it
mysterious
at the
watcher
start
was
or
actually a
end of
ghost?
turn.
Posted by Reddit user Project Mindless, this photo seems to suggest that something eerie
Target
happened when this
elimination.
picture was
Each
taken.
time this unit is
Taken at a
selected to
family
shoot, it can
gathering, we
use
see
this
6
ability. If it
people all
does,
smiling
in the face,
happily at
add
the
2
camera.
to attack
However, if you look
characteristics of
closely,
bolt
it would
rifles
seem a
equipped by
spirit
models.
has attempted
In
to
this
join
unit,
them.
you can only select one enemy unit
With all the
and
happy
target
faces, it seems as though none
of
of them
all
had
of
any
this
idea
enemy-
this
if
dark,
this is
shadowy
tagged.
figure lingered behind
Okay,
them
so
while
basically,
capturing the
I'm just
photo.
focusing on shooting
Directly
all of
behind the
them and
poster
adding
himself is
two
a
to
small
attack.
dark figure, heavily shadowed. If you zoom in for a closer inspection, you get a better idea
I'm
of
not
what
even
this
gonna look at
shadow
that.
truly
But
is. You can
intercessors
see a small,
seem to be,
childlike
you
figure
know,
directly behind the group.
Your main
Reminded of the child from The Grudge, the poster and his family were seriously creeped out upon reviewing the photo. They say they have no idea who the boy could be or why he was there. With no other potential explanation for the face behind them, the group seems to believe that a ghost chose their family's gathering to visit that day.
Strength of 5.
Mike Roswalker was home alone with his wife and son Ethan when this next photo was taken. At least he thought he was. As most parents do, Mike decided to snap a photo as he was playing with his son to capture a bit of that innocent fun. However, when he looked at the photo, he was shocked to see not one child, but 2. Next to Ethan appears the face and shoulder of another child. He was absolutely certain there was no one else present, so where could this second child in the picture have come from? One possibility is that Ethan moved while the picture was being taken, causing the resulting photo to blur. However, upon careful comparison of the 2 children, this explanation doesn't seem likely. First of all, Ethan is wearing a bright red Santa hat that doesn't appear on the ghost child. In addition, the ghost child's bare shoulder is visible, but Ethan is wearing a bright blue shirt. For that matter, where is the rest of the ghost child's body? There's also inconsistencies in the shapes of the hairlines, chins, eyes, and mouths that make it impossible that the second child in the photograph could simply be a blurry version of Ethan. If this is the case, then who is the ghostly child in this photo? And what was he doing standing so close to Mike's son?
So now that we have our battle line filled out, we can get...
When Michelle Midwinter bought her new home in Trowbridge, Wiltshire, the deed didn't say anything about the property coming with creepy ghosts.
Which catches my
She didn't find out about that unfortunate part of the deal until she proudly snapped a photo of her new home and shared it on Facebook so her friends could share in her excitement. After she posted the photo, she went back to look at it some more, wanting to admire the beautiful brickwork on the outside of the house. It was then that she noticed a face looking out from the upstairs window.
This unit, subtract 1 from wound roll.
She knew no one was home at the time except for her and her 2-year-old daughter. This was enough to convince her that her new home was haunted.
Company heroes.
There have been a few unusual occurrences in the house since she and her daughter moved in, such as a clock flying off the wall inexplicably when no one was around.
That is something.
Andrew Jones, a local historian, believes he might know the identity of the ghost caught peering out of Michelle Midwinter's window. He claims that the ghostly face in the photo bears a striking resemblance to Samuel Kent, a factory inspector who once lived and worked in the area. He was the father of Constance Kent, infamous for brutally murdering her 3-year-old brother in 1860 when she was only 16. Could the sorrow and heartache that he experienced in life have caused Samuel Kent to linger on Earth after death?
If you do once per battle, you can target this unit with a rapid ingress speed jump for 0 command
This photo was taken by a young boy who woke up in the middle of the night and thought his sister was playing a prank on him. He soon realized that it wasn't his sister who was staring at him through the door as she was still upstairs sleeping. The girl's skin is pale and she has a lifeless look on her face. She also appears to be wearing a long dress that would look more at home in the 1800s. When the boy screamed, the eerie figure was said to have disappeared from the hallway.
Maybe.
In recent years, there's been a spate of photos captured on trail cams that show children seemingly alone in the wilderness late at night. Several viewers have attempted to explain these mysterious sightings by suggesting that they might actually be black-eyed children. In 2013, a camera placed on a deer trail in North Carolina captured this image of a ghost-like girl running through the woods. She's pale and appears to have very long, thin arms. The figure's face is blurry, however, making it difficult to see her eyes. This series of 3 photos first appeared on Reddit in 2013, supposedly taken by user NoDog11's friend's cousin's trail camera. The images show a young child approaching a deer from the thicket.
I kinda like that.
While many have been quick to dismiss these photos as hoaxes, experts have noted that they don't appear to have been manipulated in any way. The reaction of the deer also lends weight to their authenticity, as it looks genuinely frightened when it spots the approaching figure. Exponents of the photos have noted that the timestamp indicates that they were taken a little after 4 o'clock in the morning. Moreover, the child looks quite young, somewhere between the ages of 5 and 10. This begs the obvious question, why would such a young child be wandering the woods all alone at 4 AM? Could it be possible then that this camera has actually captured photographic evidence of a black-eyed child? This now famous photo of a young girl standing beside 2 deer caused quite a stir when it first appeared online. She looks as though she's dressed for bed and appears to be carrying something under her arm, possibly a blanket or stuffed animal. The startled way the bark is staring at the camera further adds to the uneasy feeling that this image evokes. Several viewers have pointed out that while it's difficult to tell, the young girl's eyes might actually be black, and could be reflecting the camera flash the same way the deer's eyes are. What do you think? Why are there so many trail camera photos of children all alone in the woods? Could they be ghosts like some have suggested, or are they just a series of well-planned hoaxes? Or is there actually weight to the idea that these photos prove that strange black-eyed children are roaming the woods late at night?
That can be made with them even if the target's not visible to the attacking model.
This disturbing photo is said to have been taken by a photographer at Disneyland, who was tasked with posting pictures and video of the Haunted Mansion ride online. The attraction seemed to be working as normal, and at first the photographer thought that the only ghosts they had caught on camera were those designed by Disney's light and animatronics experts. However, when the photographer was reviewing their photos sometime later, they noticed what appeared to be the ghostly face of a little boy peering back at them from one of the doom buggies. The photographer claims that they never saw a little boy of that age on the ride, nor was there anyone near them when they were waiting to board the attraction. What makes this photo even spookier is that back in 1994, a woman supposedly approached the Disney company with a very strange request. She asked if she could spread her deceased 7-year-old son's ashes in the Haunted Mansion, as it was his favourite ride.
Although I do
Apparently, it's not an uncommon occurrence for Disney employees to catch people attempting to empty the ashes of loved ones in the park. After all, it is the happiest place on Earth. Not surprisingly, Disney refused the request but agreed to allow the family some extra time on the ride to hold a memorial in the boy's honour. However, during the ride, Disney employees noticed that the family appeared to be throwing something from the side of one of the doom buggies.
I also want dreadnoughts.
Assuming it was the boy's ashes, employees quickly shut the ride down and performed a thorough clean of the attraction.
Yeah.
Ever since then, guest and cast members have reported strange happenings within the Haunted Mansion. One guest even recalled seeing a small boy running around inside the mansion's ballroom. However, when staff searched the attraction, they were unable to locate anyone. It's said that the most common place to see the boy is at the ride's exit. Several guests have reported offering help to a sobbing child, only to have him suddenly vanish from sight.
By the way, looks like
Could it be possible that the photographer has actually captured proof of the ghost said to wander the Haunted Mansion? Or is it more likely that this creepy tale is little more than a very spooky urban legend?
In a living sarcophagus. Very fun times.
In 2004, a boy took this photo of his family out the front of their home on a bright summer's day. At first, no one noticed anything unusual about the picture, and it wasn't until sometime later when the family were thumbing through an old family album that they realized there was another figure present in the picture. If you take a closer look at the glass oval in the center of the front door, you can clearly see what appears to be a young girl dressed in white staring out at the family. The family claimed there was no one else in the house at the time the photo was taken, and that the house itself was only 4 years old. They had purchased it just 6 months after it was built, and had never heard of a little girl ever living there. They were completely baffled by the image. The figure has a pale, featureless face and looks strangely out of place, dressed in a long, flowing gown on a hot summer's day. Some who have seen the picture believe that the little girl may be a spirit that is somehow attached to the house, while others have suggested that it could be a long-lost deceased relation of the family. What do you think it could be? Love to hear your opinion in the comments section below.
Let's see. What else? We probably want... Is there a rhino?
This photo, sent to us by Andrew on Facebook, appears to show a ghostly figure with a gaunt skeletal face, photobombing a group of children. Present in the photo is Andrew's partner David, who, after suffering an illness, became quite nostalgic and began looking through old photos from his childhood. It was taken on a school trip in the early 90s outside an air raid shelter at a popular war museum in northern England.
So,
the eerie figure in the photo went undetected for years until Andrew used an app to enhance the light. David insists that he was standing at the very back of the group and that there was no other member unaccounted for. To this day, the photo freaks David out so much that he won't even look at it. Could it be possible that this photo actually shows the ghost of someone who died at this very air raid shelter? Let us know who or what you think the mysterious figure might be in the comments section below.
5 plus 5. So we have
Franco TV is a YouTuber who explores old abandoned buildings and locations that are thought to be haunted. In February 2019, he released this video in which he's exploring the Evergreen Cemetery in Jacksonville, Florida. The video begins as Franco TV is filming several eerie crypts lined along one of the cemetery's pathways. Suddenly, he hears a faint screeching noise, shortly followed by a dull moaning sound.
Something big. I actually saw this on Google Maps when I was seeing this place.
12, yeah, 4.5. So, to keep it good, we just grab...
After he's unable to see where the sounds were coming from, Franco TV makes his way towards a large mausoleum somewhere in the center of the cemetery. Realizing that it has no door, he decides to go inside. He notices that one of the small compartments that lines the walls appears to have been kicked in. Suddenly, he hears a knocking sound that sounds as if it's coming from inside the tomb.
But yeah.
He calls out, "Is there someone there?" But no one answers.
Is there someone there?
As he pans around the room, the camera inadvertently captures a mysterious mist rising into the air, which is shortly followed by more knocking.
Oh my god.
Spooked, Franco TV decides to leave the mausoleum and continue his exploration of the cemetery. It's now dark outside and he needs to use a flashlight to see where he's going.
But yeah.
He makes his way along another path lined with even more graves. The reflection of the flashlight against the headstones creates an eerie experience as he continues his search. Suddenly he hears crying coming from up ahead, followed by the chilling sound of a children's music box.
What the hell? I guess actually it's probably best that we remove this. Because we need what? What do we need?
Hesitantly, he searches for the source of the eerie sounds. Unable to locate them, Franco TV heads back towards the cemetery's entrance. On the way, he approaches the mausoleum and decides to take one final look. As he shines the flashlight towards the entrance, there appears to be a creepy face peeking out from around the corner. The face slowly retracts as he continues closer. Franco TV calls out, but there's no answer. He shines his light inside the mausoleum, however, there's nothing there. If you zoom in on the footage, you can see that the face appears to be pale and withered like the face of an old man.
It's probably going to just be a...
Suddenly, the music box begins to play once again.
No, an intercessor.
Franco TV runs back to his car and heads for the exit. He drives around for several minutes before realizing that he's actually locked inside the cemetery. Having no other choice, he phones the caretaker, who eventually sends someone down to open the gates. While Franco TV spends much of his time exploring creepy places, I'm sure that this was one haunted cemetery he couldn't wait to leave.
It's like a black thing.
In 2017, a group of women on a hen's party captured these two photos at a remote estate in Scotland. When the images were posted to Reddit, they immediately caused a stir. In the second picture, which was taken just moments after the first, you can clearly see a small boy on the left-hand side staring at the group from behind the chopped logs. After the group looked at the images, they were supposedly so frightened by what they saw that they left the area immediately. Several of the girls did some investigating and discovered that a young boy had died while staying at the nearby Coilette Hotel with his mother. He was said to have drowned after sleepwalking into the murky waters of the lake. According to the owners of the hotel, the boy's presence can still be felt in room 4, and guests have reported belongings going missing and being moved. Some even claim to have seen mysterious wet footprints on the floor as the boy searches the hallways for his mother. Since the child's tragic drowning, he's become known to locals as the Blue Boy, because that's the colour his skin was by the time they eventually pulled him out of the lake.
That's fucking depressing.
While sightings of mysterious black-eyed children date as far back as the 1950s, they've recently become more frequent. In September 2014, British newspaper The Daily Star ran 3 front-page stories on alleged sightings of children with black eyes, supposedly connected to the sale of a pub in Cannock Chase, UK. Thought by some to be the most haunted pub in Britain, the Four Crosses Inn was listed on the market for a bargain price. However, no one seemed interested in purchasing it. Paranormal expert Chris Arnold said, "We've experienced so much there, but a piano playing by itself on command was the most dramatic." A former staff member who was tasked with opening the pub one day claimed that she was left terrified after discovering 2 neatly placed roses on a seat in the ladies' toilets. As she turned to exit the room, a large candelabrum had somehow moved and was now blocking her escape. While no one is certain what's causing these mysterious events, several patrons claim to have seen a young girl dressed in tattered clothing with black eyes in the downstairs bar. When the young girl is spotted, she is said to disappear through the wall. Recently, Cannock Chase has been home to many sightings of black-eyed children, perhaps the most famous of which was made by a woman who claimed to have heard the screams of a young child coming from the forest while out hiking with her daughter. The pair quickly ran towards the screams. As they stopped to catch their breath, the woman turned to see a young girl standing behind them. The girl was completely still and had her hands covering her eyes. When the woman asked if the little girl was alright, she didn't say a word. She just slowly lowered her arms, revealing coal black eyes. No iris, no white, nothing. Terrified, the woman grabbed her daughter. She then turned to face the black-eyed girl once more, but she had completely vanished. In the late 1960s, Cannock Chase became famous as the site of a series of grisly murders. The remains of 3 young girls were found buried in the woodland after going missing in the area. Many believe that the black-eyed girl of Cannock Chase is actually the restless spirit of one of those girls.
What am I listening
In 2015, YouTuber Furious Otter uploaded this creepy footage, thought by many to show proof of the black-eyed girl's existence. As the drone flies above a wooded area in Cannock Chase, the camera spots a figure moving among the dense thicket. The drone heads in for a closer look and reveals what appears to be a young girl in a long white dress. As is often the case with sightings of black-eyed children, it's difficult to prove that the footage is genuine, and skeptics note that videos like these could quite easily be faked. Despite these claims, many believers still regard this video as proof that a young girl with black eyes does indeed roam the woodlands of Cannock Chase.
12. Still need about 5 rhinos.
When a young woman took a series of photos of her son, she was shocked to discover she had captured something more. Over the boy's right shoulder, you can clearly see a dark figure walking across the carpet. The figure is about the size of the boy, and if you look closely, you can make out legs, which even cast a shadow across the floor. The apparition has no distinguishable facial features, and you can see the sofa straight through it. When the image first appeared online, skeptics suggested that the ghostly figure could be simply another child that had been blurred by the camera's slow shutter speed. The woman said it wasn't possible, however, as there was no one else in the house at the time the photos were taken.
Okay, let's look at
What do you think this photo was captured? Has the young mother actually photographed a ghost child walking around her living room?
There's almost 3 or more friendly Deputy Starry's vehicle units.
Elaine McMonigal and her 3 children once lived in an apartment in Alexandria, Scotland. During their time there, they experienced occasional paranormal events. The experiences were mostly harmless. Lights would turn on and off, and their belongings would turn up in places other than where they had left them. Every once in a while, they would see shadows moving across one of the glass doors that made them think that creepy ghosts were walking on the other side. Elaine's daughter Hayley claimed that a little boy would come into her room and jump on her bed with her, but Elaine assumed she was just a little girl with an overactive imagination. Elaine is no stranger to the paranormal either. When she was a child living with her mother and grandparents, she felt as if creepy ghosts were living among them. She would often feel mysterious hands brushing her hair or hear breathing in an empty room. She even talked about long dead people she had never met. It seems she may have passed down her sensitivity for the paranormal to her daughter. After the family moved, Elaine was feeling nostalgic for the old apartment. She decided to use Google Street View to look at photos of their old home. As she perused the images, she noticed something shocking. The face of a ghostly little boy peering out from one of the windows.
Now that I'm looking at Lieutenant with
Could this be the very child that young Hayley used to play with in her bedroom? Elaine doesn't know for sure, but after seeing evidence of the ghost in the Google photos, she may be less likely to dismiss her daughter's stories about invisible playmates. Wisps of ghosts and suggestions of spirits can send the mind into overdrive, but there's something about corporeal spirits that is utterly shocking. Some paranormal enthusiasts say you have to be fast to capture a spirit. They tend to be there 1 second and gone the next. Most people who capture these eerie photos will swear no one else was in the room with them. Yet, things are very different when it comes to a corporeal being. In Lisa Venezia's case, the phenomenon occurred in a photo taken at her cousin's Sweet 16 party in Brick, New Jersey. If you look closely, there's a little girl hiding in the darkness in the corner. Lisa asserts that no one involved in the photo had any idea who the little girl hiding behind the rack of coats in the corner could have been. Nearly shrouded in darkness, the girl is nevertheless fairly easy to make out. Rather than a shadow or a simple reflection, it seems quite clear that the girl truly was present in the corner. In this case, the corporeal being is nothing short of mystifying. Upon looking back at the photo, Lisa says, "It's just a freaky image that nobody can explain."
I guess, yeah.
The girl's identity is unknown among the guests. It leaves us to question if the ghost may have been some unknown family member or a previous resident of that home. However, her identity will likely always remain a mystery.
I don't know if that's good. I think it's good, right?
In 2013, a woman by the name of Luann Sakuro claimed that she had experienced many strange things while living in her Ravenna, Ohio residence. Sakuro, who had lived in the house for more than 20 years, said that she had heard the mysterious voice of a child and believed that the ghost of a young girl was roaming her hallways at nighttime. She'd even heard strange noises coming from her closets and doorknobs jiggling. This photo was taken by her son some years earlier, and it appears to show a ghostly, childlike face peering out of one of the living room windows.
Which means that I can
After seeing this photo, Sakuro said, "I feel that this image is a very good photo of something paranormal caught on camera. A very disturbing photo. It appears to be an image of a child. I believe the image in the photograph shows what's in our home." Is this photo evidence that Luann Sakuro's house is actually haunted by a ghost of a little girl? What do you think this photo was captured? Let us know in the comments section below.
Paint. Here, I'm going to show you paint. What I mean.
The story behind this photo is as sad as it is disturbing. The photo has been retold over the years as the tale of the ghost that screamed, and 30 years later it's still causing a stir. The origin of this story dates back to a 1984 car accident involving 4 teenagers. The exact circumstances leading to the crash are unknown. However, some have blamed the winding roads. Regardless of the cause, the teens lost control of their vehicle that night. They hit a curb and crashed into nearby trees. As fate would have it, 3 of the 4 teens survived the crash. It proved fatal for the boy in the front passenger seat. At just 16 years old, the teen boy tragically lost his life. What followed was a routine police inspection complete with photos capturing the scene of the accident. Not having witnessed anything abnormal at the time, the police officer sent the photos off to be developed. However, what the police department found in those photos was distressing. The first signs of supernatural interference were floating red and yellow dots visible in many of the photos. However, they wouldn't go on to raise any red flags on their own, but one of the photos in question would haunt those who saw it for the rest of their lives. The photo seems to have captured the boy's spirit yelling in agony.
It's like it's supposed to be a general one here.
There's a disturbed face visible and clear. Some even believe you can see the outline of a brown Labrador. Some say it's the very same dog that belonged to the boy recently deceased. Skeptics involved had to admit it seemed the photos captured 2 unique spirits. There's the boy himself in agony after the accident, and the boy's pet there to guide his soul.
This is... Let's call it,
This photo was taken by a couple whose cat kept hissing at the patio door. Every time they got up to inspect, there didn't seem to be anything there. They decided to take a photo to see if they could catch whatever it was the cat was hissing at. When they uploaded the image to their computer, they couldn't believe what they had captured. In the photo, there appears to be a little girl staring into the house. She is pale and vapor-like and looks to be wearing some sort of period dress. The cat looks as though it can clearly see the ghostly figure as it arches its back, hissing at the window. Many believe that animals can see things that humans can't, and that they have a heightened sensitivity to the paranormal. The couple, who are obviously shaken by the photo, said they had no idea who the little girl was. Their house was believed to be very old, so it's possible that the mysterious figure may have once been a resident.
But we didn't.
Whatever it is the couple have captured in this photo, I'm sure they'll pay closer attention to where their cat is looking from now on.
A chaos faction?
This creepy clip, uploaded to DocuMystery's YouTube channel in April 2014, shows footage supposedly captured during a routine maintenance inspection on the old Tower of Terror ride at the Disney California Adventure Park. As the employee carries out his inspection on the ride, which is now the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, an eerie figure suddenly appears behind him. It's only visible for a split second before it vanishes once again.
We'll see from there. Battle size, of course, we're gonna use Strike Force. Alright.
While some viewers have pointed out that the figure could simply be the result of light that is emitted during the ride, it's certainly hard to deny that the figure does indeed look human. You can clearly make out its upper body, neck, face, and even its eyes.
And the first one was by any double.
As the footage continues, another ghostly apparition can be seen on the ride. This time, it appears to be sitting in one of the seats to the left, and looks as though it has its arms in front and one leg folded over the other.
Martial Excellence is a double 3+. Melee wounds equipped
It's
by
long been
models
rumoured that one of the
have
Disney
same
cast
hit
members hired to play the bellhop
ability.
on the Tower of Terror ride suddenly died during a shift. Ever since then,
Poe
the employee's
Carnage
ghost
is a
is
double
reported to have
4+er
been
and
seen in
triple.
and around the attraction.
Each time a model
Could it
in
be
this unit
possible
is
then
destroyed
that this
by a
video has
melee
actually
attack,
captured proof
if
that the
that
ghostly
model
bellhop is still haunting
has
this
not fought in
popular
this
Disney
phase,
ride?
roll 1d6. On a 4+, do not
In
move
October
from play.
2009, Samuel
destroyed models can
Harmsworth
fight
uploaded
after
this
the attack
unsettling
models
footage to
unit has finished
YouTube,
making its
which
attack,
also appears
and
to
then
show a
it
ghostly
removes
figure
play.
lurking by the Tower
Warp
of Terror.
blades. Double 5+
Just as the
and
elevator is
triple,
about to drop, you can clearly see
melee
what appears to be a
weapons.
person sitting on the outside of
Melee
the
weapons
ride. The
equipped by
figure
models
then
in this
briefly
unit have a
stands
lethal
up
hit
before
ability.
suddenly
Unbridled
vanishing.
Bloodlust is a double 6 or a triple 4+.
While some have labelled this video a
this
hoax,
unit is
many
eligible to
paranormal
declare
researchers
charge and
believe
turn
that it
which
further
it
proves that there is
advances.
indeed a ghost
That's
haunting the
crazy,
Tower
and
of
that's
Terror
very
ride.
scary.
If you or someone you know has ever had a spooky encounter on
We
this
have
ride,
two
we'd love to hear about it in the
attachment
comments
options.
section below.
Berserker Warband, which gives us
When this
Relentless
unnamed
Rage.
parent
Each
checked her
time
baby
a World
monitor to
Eaters
make sure her
unit
son
from
was
your army
sleeping,
is selected
she
to
got a
fight.
horrible
If
fright.
that unit
She quickly
made a
grabbed her
charge
phone and
move
captured this
turn,
image. Next to her sleeping
move
son
this
is
turn
the
until the end
disembodied
of the
face of another child
end of the
staring
phase,
straight into the
add
baby
1
monitor.
strength and attack
When this photo
characteristics
first
of melee
surfaced,
weapon
skeptics were
equipped by
quick to
models in the
discredit
unit.
it by saying that the face could simply belong to a brother or sister who had crept into the crib through the night.
Or Vassals
However,
of
the
Wrath,
woman was quick to mention that the
which,
sleeping boy was an only
gives us
child,
Wrath of
and
Korn
that there was
at the
no
start
other
of the battle
children at the
round.
house at the
After
time.
activating Blessings of Korn,
Other
you
viewers
select
also
one or
pointed
more
out that
models
even
from
if the
unit
face did belong
from
to
the list
another
below,
child,
including
how did
models
they
that
manage to climb into the
embarked
sleeping
with the
boy's crib?
transports.
And more
World Eaters
importantly,
characters
where is the
include Epic
child's
Heroes,
body?
8-bound champion, Exalted 8-bound champion, Korn
In
Berserker
2013,
champion, World
Hannah
Eaters
Butler
Terminator
snapped this
champion.
terrifying
You
photo
can
while on a
select
ghost walk
the
in the
same type of
Foreshore
model
woodlands of
multiple
Yorkshire,
times.
UK. Her tour guide
The
pointed out a
maximum
tree
number
where
of
several
models that
people
you
had
can
claimed to have
select
seen the
depends
ghost
on
of a
the
young
battle size,
orphan
which
girl
follows.
looking out to
We'll
sea,
have
waiting
3
for her
models that you
father
can
to
give
return.
these boons to.
At first, Butler didn't see
Or
anything by the tree,
give
but
this,
took several photos anyway.
set
As she
to
continued her
until the
walk,
end
she
of the battle
began
round.
flicking
Each
through
of
the
these
images, and
models
that's when she
has
realized
a
that she
Vessel
had
of Wrath
captured
keyword.
something
We recommend
terrifying.
marking some
There,
models
standing
as
by the tree, was a
with
young
suitable
girl
token.
in a white dress
Then,
with jet black
selecting
eyes.
1 Blessing of
I started
Korn.
freaking out, Butler said.
That is
I was
not
so
currently
shocked I
active from
started
your army.
crying and had to
At the
leave.
end
Even her
of each
partner,
battle,
Chris Billings, who was
Blessing
normally
Korn
skeptical when it comes to things like
is
this,
active
was
for
at a
Vessel
loss
of
to
Wrath
explain
in
the
your
picture.
army, in addition
Since
to others
taking
that
the
have
photo,
active.
Butler has been plagued by reoccurring dreams of the girl with the black eyes. She says
My bad.
she's now scared to enter dark rooms, afraid that the little girl will be waiting for her in the
So
corner.
let's go back to Blessings for Korn for a second. If your army faction is World Eaters, at the start of the battle round, you
When
can
this
make a
photo first
Blessings
appeared
for Korn
online, it
roll.
immediately
So
attracted
roll
significant
D6.
attention.
This can-
The woman and her
you
daughter
can
are
use those
posing for a
dice
picture in front
to
of the
actually have
famous
2
ship
Blessings
the
for
Star
Korn
of India, docked at the
from
Maritime
Korn list.
Museum in
Okay,
San
so it's more
Diego
like you're
Harbor.
purchasing.
The photo,
Okay,
which was
okay,
taken
okay.
by the woman's father, looks to have captured a young girl dressed in white on the outer side of the guard railing.
Come on.
The woman claims that her father waited for all passerbys to move before taking
Now
the
we can
photo,
do
and that
Epic
no members
Heroes.
of her family could
Angron
remember seeing the girl at
gives
the
us a
time.
vulnerable save.
Making
Born
the
in
photo
Blood,
even more
each time you
unsettling
make a
is the
Blessings
fact that
Korn
on the
roll,
other side of the
if this model
guardrail
is
there's a
destroyed, you can
6-foot drop
use a
straight into the
666
harbour
roll
below.
to use this ability.
Who
If
is
you
this
do the
mysterious
model is no
girl,
longer
and how is
destroyed,
she
it's
managing
placed
to
into
stay
reserve
afloat above the
with
water?
full wounds remaining.
Could it be the ghost of a
Woo,
child that
that's good.
tragically
That's-
died at
that's
sea?
actually,
Love to hear what you think. think is going on in this photo.
That almost makes it just worth having, even though, I mean, it's going to be large.
In March 2015, Bruce Edwards uploaded this video to his YouTube channel. He claims that the footage was captured on a cell phone from an actual news broadcast of an accident seen on TV. A mysterious figure slowly emerges from the bushes that has a gaunt, pale complexion and sunken jet-black eyes. When the footage first surfaced, opinions on the figure's identity were divided. Some thought it was a ghost or even possibly the Grim Reaper coming for the souls of those in the accident. However, others suggested that the creature might actually be an adult version of a black-eyed child. What do you think this mysterious creature could be? Love to hear your opinions in the comments section below.
Makes an attacking and reroll hit. Alright. So I'm gonna take Angron.
This photo was captured by a woman in Dartmoor, England in 2002. At first glance, there doesn't appear to be anything strange about it. That is until you hear the chilling backstory. The woman was sitting in her car with her partner watching the ponies in a nearby field when she decided to take some photos. It was raining outside, so she leaned out the window of the car to get the picture. When the pair reviewed their photos later that evening, they were stunned to see a young girl with blonde hair patting the horse. The woman claimed that there was no one else in the area at the time the photo was taken, and they had definitely not seen a young girl in the field. If you take a closer look at the girl in the image, you can see that her arm is unusually thin and she has long wispy fingers draped down the side of the horse. The area where this picture was taken is infamous for strange ghost sightings. In the 1920s, a series of fatal accidents occurred along a nearby stretch of road. One survivor told authorities that as he was travelling along the road, he suddenly felt a pair of rough, hairy hands wrench at the steering wheel, causing him to swerve off the road. Another couple reported being attacked by a ghostly hand while camping in the area that only disappeared after the woman used her fingers to make the sign of the cross. Over time, these and other bizarre sightings have become known as the ghostly hands of Dartmoor. Could it be possible that this budding photographer has actually captured proof that there is ghosts haunting the area?
Yeah.
This video, first uploaded to Fantastic Daily's YouTube channel, shows a man attempting to summon a black-eyed child, using an isolated low-frequency signal that he believes the children use to communicate with. To test this theory, the YouTuber sets up a computer near an open window that repeats the sound over and over while a camera records the front porch overnight. When nothing unusual happens, the YouTuber decides to increase the volume of the recording and try again. At about 3:20 AM on the second night, something trips the porch's motion sensor light. However, the camera fails to see what it was. On nights 3 and 4, the camera captures nothing. However, on the 5th night, the porch light is tripped once again. This time, there's a young child with coal black eyes peering eerily through the window. The YouTuber is awoken by strange noises and heads outside to investigate. Using his phone, he scans the porch, but there's nothing there. He then decides to get in his car and drive down the road, but once again fails to locate the creature. Later, when the YouTuber reviews the footage, he's shocked to discover that the creepy figure was actually standing on his porch for over an hour. When this video first surfaced, it caused quite a stir within the paranormal community. Some claim it's proof that black-eyed children really do exist. Skeptics, on the other hand, were quick to point out that the footage could have easily have been staged. So what do you think? Is this video real or a well-made fake? Without further information, we may never know.
Well, then I might take an 8-pound
in February 2017, a council official in the Spanish town of Vegas del Ganil captured this unsettling image in the local town hall. The photo shows what appears to be a young girl standing in the middle of the hallway. The official, who was working through the night, claimed that he suddenly felt the air in his office become very cold. When he got up to go to the bathroom, he heard a strange sound coming from the end of the corridor. Fearing that there were thieves in the building, he decided to use his phone to take a photo. He briefly glanced at the image and saw that there was no one there. However, when he reviewed the photo sometime later, he noticed that he had captured what appeared to be a young girl staring back at him. The man showed the picture to several of his colleagues who admitted to having similar experiences while working in the building. The staff urged the mayor of the town to hire a priest or ghost hunters to investigate, but the mayor remained skeptical of the claims, saying, "How can I justify hiring a medium when I have residents without electricity?"
If you want to see some more scary ghost sightings caught on camera, then check out that link on the top
Shout
there.
out to Slapped
Otherwise,
Him.
there's a massive scary playlist there you can binge on for hours and hours.
good stuff indeed. It's a night to spoil here. Oh damn.
We've got a real treat for you. It's a bit of bonus content this week. It's a massive compilation of some of the scariest ghost photos we've ever seen. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Okay, let's do a current legendary killer. This model is a leading unit. Each time this model makes an attack, reroll.
This photo was taken in 2012. It's of a grandmother posing with her grandson. When the father of the young baby reviewed the photo, he was alarmed to see a figure wearing a collared shirt drifting behind his mother. After showing his neighbours the photo, they informed him that the previous owner's son had overdosed and died in the basement of the house. It was noted that the deceased son was an avid golfer, and if you look closely, it looks as though the figure could be wearing a collared golf shirt.
I don't really want...
Also, if you look to the left of frame, there appears to be another figure of a young girl. This could be the person taking the photo, but I don't think the angle is quite right.
In a turn in which it fell back. And road of the
is this just camera malfunction, or could this tall figure be the spirit of the previous owner's son?
Using the scout's ability, you can select 2 friendly World Eater infantry units in 6 inches of this model until the end of the
Photographer Gordon Watson took this photo while visiting Dark Hedges in Stranocum, County Antrim, a location made famous by the HBO series Game of Thrones. A ghostly figure known as the Grey Lady is said to haunt this very stretch of road. She's been reported for many years by witnesses that say she floats the length of the road before vanishing at the last beech tree. Legend has it it's the ghost of an old maid that died tragically hundreds of years ago. Many tourists flock to this road in the hope of seeing the Grey Lady. However, it's thought that this is the first hard evidence of her existence. Photographer Kevin McCauley examined the photo and told the local newspaper, the Ballymoney Times, that it hadn't been doctored or digitally enhanced in any way. So is this really the infamous Grey Lady that haunts this old stretch of road?
But I do want to make sure that...
The Watts family always believed that their house was haunted. Mrs. Watts would sometimes hear a child calling for mum, and her children would insist that it wasn't them. The family would also find objects moved about without explanation. They asked a medium to visit the house. The medium believes that the home is haunted by the spirit of a young boy looking for attention, so the family has tried to coexist with the ghost. During a birthday party for one of the children, the family's fears about a haunting were confirmed. In a photo that shows Mrs. Watts in a mirror carrying the birthday cake into the room, she isn't alone in the reflection. Near the bottom of the mirror appears the grey face of a young boy.
Comedy weapon, chain fist.
The family tried to explain the photo, but all of the children that were in the house at the time are clearly visible in the photo. With no earthly explanation for the eerie face in the mirror, the Watts family could only assume that their ghostly boarder used the birthday photos as another opportunity to make his presence felt.
But yeah, I mean...
Belief in an afterlife dates back thousands of years. In Mesopotamian religions, ghosts were thought to have been formed when a person died, taking on the personality and memory of the deceased. Today, many religions believe that the soul or spirit of a person lives on after they die. While the notion is difficult to prove, the belief in ghosts and spirits is culturally universal. The existence of the human soul has long been a topic of hot debate. Many believe that ghosts and spirits of the deceased do exist here on Earth, and are often attached to a location or people that they were familiar with in life.
I think that might be a large
weapon. In January 2019, Jennifer Hodges' CCTV camera captured what she believes is the ghost of her deceased son. Hodge was in bed watching TV with her daughter when she received a phone notification that there was someone in the kitchen. She opened the message and was stunned to see a male figure that looked just like her son, Robbie.
World Eaters.
The pair quickly ran into the kitchen, but there was no one there, nor were they able to find any evidence of a break-in. The photo, which appears to show a figure dressed in white standing in the middle of the kitchen, has caused quite a stir online. When asked about the image, Hodge said, "Now I feel like he was letting me know he's happy in heaven. That brings me some comfort, but I still just think it's weird." Could it be possible that Hodge's CCTV camera has actually captured the spirit of her deceased son, Robbie? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's see. This photo was posted to Imager by username The Stringer. It was taken back in 1970 at a birthday party, the day when, as planned, no one that attended could recall anything unusual happening or any uninvited guests. However, when they reviewed the photos taken that day, they noticed a face of a girl at the bottom of one of the images. It was a complete mystery. No one could identify the young girl at the bottom of the photograph.
I love this guy though. This guy's kind of cool.
Some months later, the Stringer's grandmother saw the photo and was nearly brought to tears. She was certain that the young girl was Marie, her daughter that had died decades earlier. This creepy photo, taken in the Ballyboli Forest in Northern Ireland, was sent to our Facebook page by Jamie. After failing to see anything unusual on her first trip to the forest, Jamie and her boyfriend decided to return once more, this time with a camera. She snapped some photos of the area, but it wasn't until they returned home that the couple noticed something very unsettling in one of the images. There, right in the middle of the trees, appears to be the apparition of a young girl in a white dress.
Actually, no. We'll make an Iron Hand.
Ballyboli Forest has long been associated with the paranormal and is often listed as one of the most haunted forests in the world. Originally thought to be an ancient druid site, the forest is now open to the public. However, many locals tend to avoid the area. Said by some to contain a gateway to another world, the forest was the site of many mysterious disappearances during the 15th, 16th and 17th centuries.
We've looked at
some even believe that these disappearances may help to explain the strange occurrences of more recent times.
Actually,
in 1994, a couple claimed to have heard disembodied screams emanating from the forest after witnessing a mysterious black smoke cloud. Some years later, two men claimed that they heard strange moaning sounds coming from within the forest. When they went to investigate, they came across several trees that were smeared in blood. As the men fled in terror, one looked back and saw four figures dressed in brown rags. The figures didn't chase them, however. They just stood and stared at the men as they escaped.
Okay, let's see what you can do.
Could it be possible that the disembodied screams heard from within the forest are actually cries for help from the souls of those who have disappeared long ago? If so, does Jamie's picture prove that these spirits are perhaps destined to spend an eternity wandering the eerie wooded hillside of the Ballyboli Forest? Pictures of children are rarely unsettling photos. Normally, people like the photographer of this photo are trying to capture the adorable moments that often happen when children are around. This little boy decided to stick his tongue out at the camera, but the viewers of the photo were much more focused on the entity that appears to be lurking behind him. Just behind the boy, there seems to be an entity with dark hair and a grey dress floating in the air. Its arms hang limply and its head is down, almost as if it were hanging from the ceiling. Some skeptics have suggested that there's a person behind the child holding up a coat, or that a toy had been thrown in the air and appeared blurred in the image. However, many who have seen the photo believe that there's a clear enough face to establish that the image shows a ghost.
A captain in Terminator armor.
Pluckley has the honour of being known as one of the most haunted villages in England. Located in the Ashford district of Kent, this town has a reported 15 ghosts that haunt various parts of the village. One such place is Daring Woods, also known as Screaming Woods, named so because of the terrifying screams that are often heard by people passing by.
I don't really think
this photo here was taken by a resident of Pluckley. They claim it's a ghost wandering the Screaming Woods.
Anyways, we'll get...
On Halloween night of 2015, members of the Sydney Southwest Paranormal Investigators, or SSWPI, from Sydney, Australia, managed to snap this convincing ghost photo while investigating St Bartholomew's Cemetery in Western Sydney. They were there as part of a tour group when they suddenly heard a whining sound coming from over near one of the graves.
Yeah,
Using a high-spectrum camera, the investigators managed to capture this startling photo of what many believe is a ghost. We think it's moving towards us. It has legs, arms. We think it's a male, said SSWPI lead investigator Kelly Ryan.
Maybe 10.
Opened in 1841, the cemetery and church, which was destroyed by fire in 1989, have been home to many supernatural sightings. Tour guide Hazel McGann also admits to having strange experiences on the grounds, saying, "I closed down. I kept having horrendous feelings near where the photo was taken."
Anyways, I remember
McGann is no stranger to paranormal encounters either. She claims that a local scout group once saw her being followed by the ghost of a short man as she walked in the direction of the M4 motorway. Her research revealed that the ghost may have been that of Thomas James Willis, who was also known as the Penrith Jockey. His mother Mary is buried in the cemetery, but McGann believes his spirit is really there because of his daughter Emily, who died when she was only 3. McGann claims to have seen the ghost of Emily roaming the grounds at night. "She's a very naughty girl, very much a prankster," she said. Members of the SSWPI have also claimed to have seen a little girl running around the cemetery, only to mysteriously disappear into thin air. In August 2015, a man by the name of Brock David submitted this picture to a ghost forum on Facebook. He said he'd been hiking through the rural bushland in Toowoomba, Australia, when he felt like he was being watched. He took some photos by a small marsh known for suicides. He claimed he felt an ominous feeling and a sense of dread fell over him. After walking a few more meters, he turned back. Later that night, when reviewing his photos, he said he noticed something strange. In one of the pictures, there stood a bearded figure dressed in red, standing by a pile of branches.
Relic Contemptor.
He was certain he'd been alone in the rural forest and would have noticed a nearby person, especially while taking photos.
Really good. It's not destroyed.
In the days following the event, David claims he had the same sense of dread while alone in his house. He felt like something was watching him.
Ooh, that's really good.
This is a photo of the 1985-86 graduating class from the El Paso High School in Texas. If you look at the bottom left-hand corner of the image, there's a ghostly figure standing in the second row. The figure is pale with no distinguishable facial features and appears to be wearing a long white dress. The creepiest part about the photo is that no one who was there on the day can recognize the figure, nor do they remember anyone actually standing there when the picture was taken. It's also said that the mysterious figure doesn't appear on the negative. Some believe it could be the ghost of a cheerleader who reportedly committed suicide, throwing herself from the 4th floor of the school after being dumped by her boyfriend. Over the years, many students have claimed to see a young girl jump from the same floor, but when they run to help her, there's no one on the ground. Has the photographer actually captured the ghost of the deceased cheerleader, or could it be simply some sort of camera malfunction? This chilling photo was sent to us on Facebook by a North Sea oil worker. They claim it was taken from a rescue boat that was patrolling the perimeter of an oil rig moored off the Cromarty Firth in Scotland. The sender said no one ventures onto the pontoons at night as they're dimly lit and usually underwater. However, there appears to be a figure holding onto the side. The sender also mentioned that all crew had been accounted for, eliminating the possibility that it was a worker checking or repairing the rig. The pontoon was also moored out at sea, making it unlikely to be anybody else. If the strange figure was not a member of the crew, then who could it have been? If you zoom in on the photo, the figure certainly has the shape of a human, however it appears to be glowing. It's grey or white in colour and has a wispy smoke-like quality about it. Despite this, you can clearly make out the figure's head, body, legs and arms, one of which appears to be holding onto the side of the pontoon. What do you think? Does this photograph actually show a ghost hanging from the side of this oil rig? Love to get your opinions on this strange photo in the comment section below.
By the way,
while this isn't actually a photo of a school class, it's a very creepy image nonetheless. Believed to have been taken way back in 1900, the photo is of a group of young weavers. It was recently rediscovered by an editorial team in Northern Ireland while they were searching for photos of extinct professions that were once practiced in the city. If you look closely at the woman on the right hand side, one up from the bottom, you can see that there's a hand on her shoulder. However, the hand can't possibly belong to any of the other women in the photo, so whose hand is it? Is it possible that the photographer has captured the hand of a ghost or spirit that may be somehow linked to this woman? Perhaps it's the hand of a deceased loved one or even a spirit guardian. Who do you think the mysterious disembodied hand belongs to? Captured in October of 2016 at the Newsham Park Hospital in Liverpool, England, it appears participants of this ghost walking tour got exactly what they came for when this creepy group photo was taken. The group leader, who was responsible for taking participants around the famously haunted Grade 2 listed heritage building, was stunned when they saw the photograph. It clearly shows a pale figure that doesn't match the skin tone of the rest of the group. The entity is small and frail looking with sunken eyes and a grey complexion. There appears to be another grey face staring at the camera just below the first ghostly figure. When shown the photo, no one from the walking tour group could recall anyone or anything that matched the details of the figure. Could this ghost walking tour have captured a spirit on film? A lot of people wonder what goes on when a large group of girls heads to a public restroom together. If this photo's any indication, they could be heading there to spend time with ghosts. In this photo, a group of girls stands in front of a large bathroom mirror while someone takes a photo from behind them. You can see the girls' backs and reflections of some of them in the mirror, but the most terrifying part of this photo is reflected in the bottom right-hand corner of the mirror. Here, there appears a ghostly pale little girl who appears to be sobbing in pain or terror. Her hands are clenched close to her face and her hair seems to be stringy wet. However, it's her face that is truly chilling. Her features are twisted into a heartbreaking expression. Clearly, the girl whose reflection appears in the mirror experienced some sort of trauma before her death. Could this public restroom have been the location of her untimely demise? There's very little information available about when or where this picture was actually taken. It shows a group of high school students posing for a group photo, and at first there doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary. That is until you notice the dark, ominous figure standing at the rear. The figure is tall and ghostly and appears to be wearing a hooded robe. It looks very similar to the Grim Reaper. Who or what could this mysterious figure seen in this photo actually be? Is it just a taller than average student playing a prank on their fellow classmates, or could it be something more sinister? Let us know what you think in the comments section below.
Which I guess, yeah, I could do that and then just do 2.
This chilling ghost photo began circulating the internet in 2014. When this lady took a selfie with her daughter, she swears they were the only 2 people in the room. But when she later reviewed the photo, she was stunned at the eerie figure in the background.
Because then we have 3 tanks.
It appears to be a young girl floating, looking lifelessly at the camera.
So
if you look closely, the right side of her face looks bloated. The photo scared the lady so much she hired a paranormal investigator and looked into the history of the house. She discovered that the house had once been a fully functioning crematorium and would have housed hundreds of dead bodies. In August 2013, Twitter user @CoreyCarlson posted this photo collage from his Instagram. It shows him posing in his living room with a spectral figure floating in the background. He compared the photo to an image he claims is of a woman named Curtis Johnston that used to live in the house but went missing in 2001. The 2 photos do have a striking resemblance.
Okay, so
if the story's true, it's easy to see how Corey came to this conclusion.
Backup paint.
It's hard to verify the story, however, as there's very little information on both Corey Carlson and Curtis Johnston. The only info on Johnston I've managed to find is on a very old website called Wellspring Ministries. It lists her as deceased.
Kind of hold a general front line, right? We're gonna have
people around the internet are saying that this photo has captured the ghost of a young girl who tragically drowned in this very lake over 100 years ago. Kim Davison took this chilling image while swimming at Murphy's Hole in Lockyer River in southeast Queensland, Australia.
And then we have
the family were enjoying their afternoon together, swimming, taking photos, when they couldn't have known the terrifying image that would be captured. If you take a closer look at the photo, only 2 adults and 3 children were swimming in the river that day. However, a 4th child can clearly be seen behind the family. Despite several experts analysing the photo, no one has been able to explain the mysterious 4th child. Locals often report that the notorious swimming hole is dangerous. It's believed that the oldest child in the photo was struggling to stay afloat despite being a strong swimmer. When the photo was shared to a ghost investigation forum, an eerie newspaper clipping surfaced that tells of a chilling backstory. 13-year-old Doreen O'Sullivan drowned in Murphy's Hole in 1915. It took witnesses over an hour to recover the body that went missing in the 20-foot deep pool of water. Even back then, the swimming spot had a reputation for being dangerous.
So we're trying to
when the family were asked about their now famous photo, they all confirmed that there was definitely not a 4th child swimming with them that day. Could this photo really have captured the spirit of Doreen O'Sullivan, the girl that really tragically died all those years ago?
Apparently, of Devastator squads.
This photo was sent to us on Facebook by Melody Ray. She claims it was taken at the Stanley Hotel in Colorado by her cousin's daughter in 2017. If you look at the doorway on the right side of the photo, there appears to be a transparent figure draped in a long hooded robe. What makes this photo extra creepy is that the Stanley Hotel actually served as inspiration for the Overlook Hotel in Stephen King's The Shining, and was the filming location for the 1997 TV miniseries. The hotel is long thought to be home to the supernatural. Guests have reported their suitcases being unpacked, items moving about on their own, and childish laughter coming from the 4th floor. The Stanleys themselves are also thought to remain at the hotel, with Mr. Stanley watching over employees at the front desk, while Mrs. Stanley plays the piano in the music room. The spirits don't seem to be camera shy either. A ghostly woman wearing an evening dress has been photographed at the top of the staircase, while a mysterious bellhop has been snapped roaming the lobby. Could it be possible that this photograph has also captured one of the Stanley Hotel ghosts on film? Or is it someone or something else entirely?
We have that. And honestly, I might just do
this creepy photo was submitted to a ghost investigation forum in 2015. The user, who goes by the name Peter, said he was taking some Christmas family photos when he noticed something disturbing. In one of the photos, his daughter's arm is missing, and in its place is a shadow with long, slender fingers. The shadow as a whole doesn't seem to match what the girl is wearing. It looks as though the dark figure is wearing a long dress. Could this just be a glitch in the photo, or is something more sinister at play here?
And then to switch things
Reflective surfaces seem to have a magnetic pull for ghostly apparitions. You never know when another face might appear standing behind you as you study yourself in a mirror. In this photo, 2 women pose on a couch with a mirror hanging on the wall just above them. On first glance, the photo doesn't appear out of the ordinary. However, at the edge of the mirror appears the pale face of a creepy little boy. The boy looks almost mischievous, as if he's trying to peek into a place where he knew he shouldn't be. Although some believe that the reflection could be that of a real little boy standing outside of the view of the camera, the angle makes that impossible. To show up in the mirror as he does, the boy would have to stand close enough to the mirror to be seen by the camera. That, and the 2 women swear that there was no creepy little boy in the room when the photo was taken, make this a very unsettling photo indeed. So who's this mysterious apparition? Love to get your thoughts on this one in the comments section below.
We do have a lot of devastating ones here.
This photo of 2 girls posing in a classroom somewhere in Asia has captured a very creepy figure in the background. Of course, it could simply be another student or perhaps even the teacher, but if you take a closer look, you can see that the mysterious figure doesn't appear to have feet. It looks as though it's just hovering above the floor. From the back, the figure looks very much like an Onryo, a vengeful spirit from Japanese folklore. According to legend, these malevolent ghosts are unable to move on to the afterlife due to strong feelings of anger and hatred. Taking the form they held when they died, an Onryo will seek revenge on those who wronged them while they were alive. A Buddhist priest may be required to perform a rite similar to a Catholic exorcism to put these spirits to rest. In many cases, however, these vile entities will not leave until they have exacted their revenge. What do you think this photographer has captured? Could the floating figure actually be a mythological Onryo, or is it nothing more than a creepy illusion created by a well-timed photo? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. This bizarre photo was taken by a tourist who was visiting the Grand Canyon sometime in the 1980s. It's believed that the man thought he was all alone while posing for the photo, and upon review was shocked to discover that there was actually a tall figure in the bushes, just meters away from where he was standing. The figure's face looks pale and he appears to be wearing a long black coat. Some claim that the figure is actually a ghost that the man was unable to see at the time the picture was taken. Others believe the figure may be a member of a mysterious cult who was actually about to push the man into the canyon until he realized that he was being photographed. This extraordinary photo seems to show the moment a ghost child appeared in the backseat of a car. Some paranormal experts are claiming that this is the spirit of an accident victim who is trying to warn the young girl that she's not wearing a seatbelt. In November 2016, Melissa Kurtz was driving her daughter Harper to a beauty pageant. 13-year-old Harper decided to take some selfies to entertain herself and couldn't have known the chilling image that would develop. Both the mother and daughter claim there was no one else in the car, yet somehow there is clearly a pale, curly-haired boy sitting in the back seat. The boy has a really eerie quality with a sad, slightly warped expression.
Way above my
Kurtz was reportedly so spooked by the image she decided to investigate the stretch of road the photo was taken on. She discovered that the boy's appearance coincided with the anniversary of a tragic road accident in which one person died. Experts have tried to debunk the photo but haven't been able to offer an explanation. One investigator suggested that perhaps the accident victim was this very boy, who is now trying to warn Harper to wear her seatbelt. Kurtz believes Harper has always attracted supernatural energy, claiming that orbs of light are often seen in photos of her. She also mentioned that when Harper was young, she was found drawing strange symbols on a window. When she researched the images, they resembled glyphs that told the story of Archangel Raphael, banishing the demon Asmodeus to hell.
I guess we can talk more about
what's going on in this image then? Is it possible that Harper can attract supernatural energy and somehow summon the young boy's spirit? This photo, taken at the Cleveland Museum of Art by employee Jeffrey Streen, is believed by many to have captured the ghost of the famous painter Claude Monet. The image was taken just as...
Next stream will be a gaming stream. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed.